You ready?
I just want to hear why you're playing Destiny 2 at my time, 6:52 a.m. in the morning.
We'll get to it if you want to. I'll explain.
No. Let's get to it.
If you want to.
I want to hear it.
Let's get to it now.
Yeah.
But we don't even intro?
No, who needs an intro? Who needs an intro? It's E3 week. It's E3 month, basically.
It is E3. We have no time for the intro. We started. Hi, everybody. We started.
Yeah, no time for the intro. We're getting straight into this thing.
Episode 7, June 10th, whatever. Who cares?
CYAG.
CYAG, Anyway. Yes, we're starting. I was playing Destiny 2 this morning because I put it in my calendar yesterday because remember yesterday was June
the big
9th, which was the day the last update would come out.
Yeah.
And there's a big push from the community to jump in and play and boost up the player count numbers and blah, blah, blah. I was mostly excited to jump in and play with all the new toys that they showed off for this update because it's a lot of cool stuff in returning stuff that a lot of, old heads like me are excited about.
Yeah.
But the problem was I didn't account for when it would be launching, right? And I've forgotten all about my Destiny history, which means that for Europeans, usually Destiny expansions, updates, whenever there's something coming out big, it's usually done at their time zone, which usually means for us, it's late in the day. So I got up super excited to be like, I'm just going to, start my morning, have my breakfast and my coffee, and I'm just jump into Destiny 2 with all the people and just going to play. But no, the update was so late in the day that I didn't really get to play a lot yesterday. So I just wanted to come back in.
I did not realize. So wait a sec. Then that means okay, because this is in the news, the gaming news block. But we're just gonna go straight into it.
Yeah, we can address it.
So the news story that I had grabbed was from Windows Central, and the headline was Destiny 2 fans broke Steam server tracking while saying goodbye on PC, surpassing, no shade, maybe a little shade. I don't know.
A little bit.
I think there's a little.
It's always with a little bit of shade.
There's a little shade.
It's the only term of comparison that they have that still riles up.
Yes,
the audience, I guess.
It's definitely riling up the audience. I saw so many tweets about just a side-by-side comparison of current play because it says, I guess I should finish the sentence, surpassing Marathon's peak player count in minutes. Not just their player count at the moment, their peak
Listen, is that a surprise? Is that a surprise? Like it's not. I think it's
a surprise in the sense that I think the reason why everybody is hot and bothered about this is because it surpassed their peak player count in minutes for a game that is 11 years old. How old is Destiny? How old is Destiny?
11, I think.
Is it
2014?
No,
2014 is Destiny 1.
Actually, no. Excuse me. It's not 11 years old because Destiny 1 was 2014.
2014.
And then Destiny 2 was like 2017.
2017.
Yeah. So a 9-year-old game surpasses your
new shit.
Yeah, I mean it's
the flashy shit.
It's the equivalent of like you have a girlfriend or a boyfriend, you break up with them, and all of a sudden they get really, really hot. And you're like,
yeah, exactly. It's the exact same thing. Yeah, like, now that they're broken off.
Yeah.
She went to the gym.
Yeah, what is happening right now?
What is this?
Yeah, and
got her hair done and nails did.
And then to top it off, they find somebody that is way more successful than you, and potentially better looking than you in life. And yeah, that's what Destiny 2 just did to Marathon. But the reason why for me this comes as so much of a surprise. Marathon is free to play right now. Like, so it is.
I know.
It's free to play. They just dropped season 2, and this old ass game that a lot of people love. That we both love.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you why it wasn't a surprise.
Yeah,
I still love it. It might not be a surprise. It wasn't a surprise for me because not only did I see the noise the community was making way beforehand and mobilizing to really hit. It really hit the game on June 9th when that last update came out. But then it was all of the love that we could see from the devs, from
Yeah.
They extensively documented this last patch, right? And kind of a letter to the community on saying like, hey, here's how we're going to leave the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like this is our last effort to leave the game in a state where it will be playable for as long as Bungie or Sony decides to keep it alive. And I was so when I saw those news and when I saw the numbers, I was not surprised because of that, because it was a mixture of the community coming together because something they love is coming to an end technically, but also this huge love letter from the devs to the players where they're giving us back so much of the fun stuff and the goofy stuff, like the Sparrow Racing League. Like
I did see the Sparrow.
all of
I was like,
stuff.
that might draw me back in. I was like, it felt
Right?
like, what was that game on PS1? I freaking Wipeout. Yes. I loved
it's a little Wipeout-ish.
Yeah.
It's just that they've given us so much, and they've kind of, because it's the last one, they've kind of went a little bit overboard in a good way in giving us fun new toys, like new abilities for classes, and they kind of are a little bit powerful. Maybe would not fly in a regular Destiny expansion.
Gotcha.
But because it really feels that since this is the last, they're kind of just like, hey, we've had these crazy ideas that we've never pulled off because they would be broken. But now that the game is kind of coming to an end, we're going to give you these toys. And it's all cool shit. So basically the devs just made a huge box of cool shit for us to play with as a final goodbye. And like, that's why I was not surprised to see the community coming together to not only like pay a little bit of respects to this game that we've all played for years, but also to play with all the new shit that they made for us as a goodbye. You know what I mean? Like we're kind of saluting as we're, shedding tears, or saluting the devs that are also probably either going to lose their job or going to get moved to Marathon. And the ones who also love Destiny from the inside are going to stop working on like that. Also must be like, for them, a huge moment of like, from this day onwards, I'm going to not work on Destiny. The finality of it, it's kind of fucked up. I think that's what it is.
It is very strange. And just to go into some of those numbers. So the SteamDB, which is that free to access database that tracks Steam player counts and things like that. According to this, and I tried to look this morning to see if there was any newer update, but this article was either published 30 minutes when I woke up this morning, and then or it was just an update. I don't know, but it says thanks to an influx of more than 167,000 players jumping into Destiny 2. Now, this is the interesting wrinkle to me. Destiny 2 had become a console game.
Oh, yeah. This is not even counting.
Yeah, the majority of players.
Imagine the Sony players.
Yes.
Because we know that Destiny was always a very...
Sony-centric.
Very glued to Sony even before the purchase. And so we know that a lot of people bought PlayStations to play Destiny.
100%. And it's also on PlayStation Plus right now. Like, I mean, they just dropped a lot of stuff there.
There's definitely a huge number of players that we're not seeing.
I want to know what the final, was
I would love it if they would share the final number of how many people actually played on this last update. That would be a good... I don't know if we're ever going to know.
I mean,
but yeah, when I checked last night... Why though?
Think about it this way. It's the same thing that
if they let them do that, yes.
Maybe they wouldn't do player count necessarily. I don't know why they wouldn't, because I think at this point,
call it Guardian count.
Guardian count. I think that inside at Bungie, I think they're like, hey, social media person, drop all the goodies. Make Papa Sony realize, or Papa PlayStation realize, hey, Destiny, which I think that, how could you not? And also, I'm curious, if PlayStation's going to be pissed because in their state of play, there was so many people spamming.
Oh my God. In every showcase, for some reason, there was always a Destiny 3 chant going on in chat.
Yes.
But I think if I worked there, I think my spirit would be the same, because I'd imagine if I worked at Bungie and worked on Destiny, being a Destiny fan, having to be there now in these last days, maybe my spirit would be the same. Would be like, I'm loving seeing the community rising up, and maybe they will show Sony something, right? But at the same time, I this is the way I'm feeling, is that I don't think it will do much. I don't think anything can actually happen out of this, because we're not going to get Destiny 3. We know this. We know that the development cost of Destiny 3 would never be approved by Sony, no matter what we do. No matter if we broke, which we can't, but if we broke 1 million concurrent, this will still not happen. It would still not be enough for Sony to be like, oh, yeah, okay, we'll shell out the 300, 400 million to develop Destiny 3 over the next 6 years, right?
Yeah.
It's not going to happen. So we know we're not getting Destiny 3. The only possible miracle scenario would for them to revert this decision and keep maybe a small team dedicated to life support, to sustaining Destiny, but also maybe be able to work on small little updates. You know what I mean? Like maybe we don't get major expansions anymore, but at least the game would keep on living slowly.
Yeah.
That's the only scenario where I can imagine Sony does anything to revert this decision that they've seemed to have already made and are already at peace with. Like, I don't think all the noise that everybody is making, while I really appreciate it, and I do it anyway, and I logged in and I'm playing right now, and like I'm doing that, and I'm part of the noise.
Yeah.
I am part of the noise as just like, that fucking, I'm just here.
Yeah.
as to put my voice to join the big voice, but I know that nothing's going to happen, or I'm not at all confident that something will happen. I'm just here to pay my respects, if that makes sense.
What a crazy,
which is weird for a game
timeline that we live in. That's
the thing. This has never happened to me.
Well, no, I'm just the fact that what you just uttered out of your mouth. Imagine the timeline that you would have, like, that any of us would have thought that there is a world where Destiny 3 doesn't get greenlit by PlayStation, but it probably would have been greenlit by Activision. Like, what?
Yeah,
what the heck?
It would.
Like, because I remember it was like, get the shackles off of Bungie. Like, let them out of Activision. But I'm like, in hindsight, it may, like, I don't know. Maybe there is a world where it's like, and they would have been also bought by Xbox. Like they would have been a part of the Xbox portfolio.
But by now,
so they would have came
back.
They would have came back.
They would come back to Microsoft.
Yeah,
they would come back home.
Yes, and
I don't know how good they would.
Microsoft's got funny money compared to PlayStation, even though Microsoft is blowing all of their money on AI.
And maybe would be willing to try and get a win.
Well,
get a win by saving the franchise. But here's the thing. Here's the interesting thing.
You would have Halo potential crossovers for Master Chief coming into the world
Destiny.
of Destiny.
Yeah. That would be fantastic. But think about this. By now, as far as I know, I believe that all of the people who worked at Bungie, who are not big fans of Microsoft, who had the past experiences and blah, blah, they're gone by now. So the Bungie that we know today, the Bungie that was before all these layoffs, was not really the same Bungie from the Halo days in that sense, which actually coming back home, like you're saying, could have actually been a good thing, because again, those soured relationships are not there anymore. So maybe Microsoft could actually be a helpful partner for Bungie to maybe either, get Destiny 2 off to a better spot, or fucking fund development on Destiny 3. I could kind of see that happen, especially because Microsoft needs wins. And if I was Microsoft and I had Bungie in my pocket,
they specifically need live service wins. I think they've been doing a great job with their single player games.
Exactly. If you had suddenly, as Microsoft right now, had Bungie in your pocket, maybe I would shell out the money just to be able to put out publicly that yes, the development on Destiny 3 has started, and it's a Microsoft exclusive, only available on PC and Xbox. Like, that's the kind of win that they would need. So I could totally kind of see that happening, but Sony got in front of it and got that. So, and we don't know what they're going to do with it. There's such a high chance. There's such an unfortunate high chance. And I can't believe we're still talking about this. I'm sorry. I know we have a lot of talks about from Summer's Games Fest, but I'll just say this one thing. With all of this, the reality that's kind of settling in for me, which is upsetting, is that Bungie is actually super close to possibly getting shut down by Sony.
So
and
close.
That's, you know what I mean? And if you would have told me this 5 years ago, I would have called you crazy, right?
Yes.
But it's such a reality right now that Bungie might get shut. Like, if Marathon just keeps to this niche audience, which we know it's great for that niche audience, it's not bringing in the money. It will not bring in the money that Sony would expect. If you can't make Papa Sony happy, and you don't have anything greenlit
They're
right now,
not getting those $3.6 billion back.
Right?
You would have to
have. You would have to have something really good to tickle the Sony Papa balls and be like, hey, give us the money. Look at this great idea, right?
Yeah.
If they don't have anything like that, and Marathon just keeps to this niche audience, if you're Sony, realistically, what would you do?
Well, they've already cut so many of their losses with like tax. I guess I'm not a financial advisor, but their tax write-offs basically that they have used for the purchase of Bungie, because they realized that like that was. I don't know what Pete Parsons was selling them, but dude was definitely cooking the books.
Something along those lines. He had to buy all those cars.
Yeah, something was happening there because, I don't understand why
the economics of the situation.
Because we look back and we're like, because I forget. So Bethesda was purchased for, I think it was $7.6 billion. And I would argue that that's been like a pretty solid purchase by Microsoft.
Yeah, because never forget the silent beast running in the background at Bethesda that just keeps them afloat.
Doom.
ESO. No, ESO.
I thought,
ESO is still big, gigantic in that in the Elder Scrolls fan base.
Yeah,
it's that it's that crowd's World of Warcraft.
Yep.
It's that Final Fantasy 14 just silently in the background having thousands and upon thousands of people playing it and getting expansions and content. It's the same on this side. ESO is present every year with new things. That game is making them money. It's a think about it, live service game, making them that money, and that just keeps that afloat.
I have to put this out there, and I wish I had a comparison. Did I put a comparison in the chat of Destiny versus versus Marathon? Did I have any of those? If you can look it up real quick, I just want to read this. So according to SteamDB, Steam player count for Fallout 76 is currently 8,578 players live.
8,500. Okay.
I think that's more than Marathon right now.
It would be. It would probably be. Oh, I don't know about with the free weekend and everything,
well,
but usually Marathon sits at 8,000 or less.
According to SteamDB, the Steam player count for Marathon is currently 7,225 players live. So Fallout 76, the much maligned Fallout 76, the much
we can't say that.
Shattered upon Fallout 76.
Yes.
You know?
No. Listen, Fallout 76 pulled the No Man's Sky. We know this. We've accepted this.
It did pull a No Man's Sky, but I still feel like it still gets like when it pops up at the Xbox Game Showcase. I still feel like people groan that are still, and they shouldn't, because the game is an absolute blast.
Here's what I see in chats is people groaning and immediately people coming and defending it and saying that people should try it out because it's much better now. Or saying yes, it was shit at launch, but it's so much better now. And I've played it recently. That is correct. The game is. I played it at launch, and I played it recently, and it's a No Man's Sky situation where the game is incredibly much better than it was. It has not even a comparison to what it was at release. So yeah, if people that love Fallout and haven't checked out 76 because maybe they still have that initial perception are missing the fuck out. Because that is for the Fallout freaks.
It is.
If you binge the show recently and you're like all hot and bothered that there's no new Fallout game, you should definitely check out 76 just to get a feel for it.
I have to just keep going, and I'm so sorry, Marathon.
Okay,
I'm not trying to pile on.
Yes, he is.
State of Decay 2 Juggernaut Edition. It's not beating Marathon, but right now it's currently at 2,209 players. I would have, like, to me, I would have expected Marathon to be at like 20,000 at least, like 40,000 concurrent players right now.
A healthy
like,
40,000. Yeah.
But the fact that it's only 4 times bigger than a game that came out in 2018. Technically, the Juggernaut Edition, I think, came out in maybe 2019, whatever. But that is a niche game. Niche.
It is. That's the thing. Like,
one of the best games of all time. One of the best games of all time.
Yeah.
Just put it out
The thing is, if Bungie doesn't accept that this will be, unless they completely change the game, which defeats the purpose, it is going to be a niche game.
Well, the thing
it's
is,
going
what's
to be for a
crazy
niche
is,
audience. It's not going to reach the same audience as Destiny, perhaps, because again, it's not as friendly as Destiny is.
No.
Kids can play Destiny. I can't get my kids to play Marathon. It's frustrating. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not as easy as a game.
To be fair, I have not played it, and also Marathon does look fun to me. I just have not picked it up. I saw that what's so interesting about Marathon not ultimately working out as well in terms of like the scale of players joining the games is Arc Raiders was huge. Arc Raiders has like really fallen off according to my Twitter feed. And
it has, but that's just.
I mean, but it's still
what happens
right now. It still has 19,000, basically 20,000 players live on Arc Raiders.
There you go.
So, and then we'll get into like the whole showcases that happened during the E3 week, but you've got Call of Duty, the DMZ mode or whatever
coming back. Yep.
Yeah, like the fact that they're bringing out an extraction shooter version of Call of Duty. Marathon is an extraction shooter, so it's like you would think that everybody else is doing this, but for some reason Marathon just didn't stick. When I've heard that the gameplay is peak just because it's basically Destiny.
It is. It seems to be. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a version of Destiny gunplay for sure. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but that's okay. But it is competent. It's a very competent game. But again, it's frustrating. It's a very hardcore extraction shooter, and this is coming from a guy who played years of Tarkov. Like, that game's hard. Like, that game's frustrating for someone new jumping in. Here's the thing. That's the problem. Barrier of entry, right?
Yeah.
There's almost no barrier of entry with Destiny. Game only gets hard way fucking further in.
There's a barrier of entry in terms of just all of the mechanics, everything that goes along with the game. But
it's not a difficulty thing.
Hopping it, you can hop in and play Destiny and have an absolute blast just shooting things. You know, like that part of the game is a blast. So
here you can jump on your very first matches are still with bots, I believe. But anyway, you jump onto your first actual match with other people and you get destroyed in 2 minutes. And that may happen 5 times in a row. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a game that is meant to be tackled and challenge you. So that barrier of entry is what's going to keep it a niche game, I think. Like, unless they fundamentally change the game, they will not reach, what they I'm assuming want, which is huge market share of the people who play extraction shooters. Like, they are being well served. The people who now exist that really only play this type of game because they started with Tarkov and then moved on to a bunch of the other ones that kind of started popping up. Like, Marathon has a lot of competition. That's the thing. You made a good game in a sea of good games within this genre. Like, you're going to expect some competition, and this is probably what's going to happen. It's going to keep to this niche audience that found that out of these really good extraction shooters, Marathon is the one for them.
And what's going to happen?
But they didn't manage to grab all the Destiny crowd like they were hoping for.
Well, and when Call of Duty drops that DMZ mode,
that's just. But the people who already play Call of Duty, they're going to jump onto that.
You say that I see like the videos of the groups, the video game, journalists, pundits, or whatever that are like, I'm not a Call of Duty person, but this game was a lot of fun to play. And so I'm curious. I bet it is.
It's always a softer version.
Yeah.
It's playing an extraction shooter with the Call of Duty mechanics and the shooting and the movement.
True.
It's a little bit of an easier time, I would say. Like, Marathon is way more hardcore. Again, coming from a Tarkov player, I look at Marathon. I played Marathon. I go like, oh, I see what you guys are going for here.
Yeah.
This is some hardcore shit. Cool. I like that. But again, this would be fantastic as your side project to your main moneymaker, Destiny, who keeps the lights
3.
on, and you keep investing in. No, you could. You know what I'm saying? Like this could have just been a keep Destiny alive to keep us making money while we build on Marathon.
That was the goal. Was like Destiny 2 was. I always thought Destiny 2 was like, hey, we're keeping the lights on with Destiny 2 while we're tinkering in the background with Destiny 3.
Exactly.
Marathon is going to be like our side bet of, hey, let's see what we can generate in terms of like revenue, player count with an extraction shooter. Those are hot right now. You know, let's check it out. We've got some devs in the office that are really into Arc Raiders or what, you know, Tarkov, whatever. They're really into those extraction shooters. Let's let them fly. Let's let them, you know, like do their thing. By the way, just to put a big old wrap bow on this, according to this random person on Steam, Just Dusk, shout out to Just Dusk. It said that this person said as of 8 hours ago, there were 796,955 players on D2 on June 9th. And this is, he used a site called Popularity Report. It shows on all platforms how many people played on June 9th. So again, this post was made as of 8 hours ago. But I will be curious to see if we see like what like Helldivers and a lot of those games they'll put out, like, even if it's not like a straight up player count, they'll say like how many people did this activity or something like that, which is like the equivalent of like
which
a player
they would
count.
Normally do. They would do those infographics usually for expansions and whatnot. But that's the thing. Like if you're not going to work on anything Destiny wise, would they even let them do this like bump in the chest? Like, hey, I don't know. Maybe it slips out and nobody stops the social guy and he gets a graphic done.
The social guy's going rogue. The social guy.
He is kind of going rogue. Yeah. Shout out DMG because he's been.
That's true. I have seen him going a little rogue.
He's been going a little like the spirit is what I was saying. The spirit, he has that spirit. So shout out DMG. He's keeping that fire lit for now.
I agree.
We'll see what happens.
Well, regardless, it was it's been very interesting to watch the discourse over Destiny 2 for the last couple of weeks. I know like 100%. For you logged on. I did not log on yesterday, so I'm a bad Destiny 2 fan, but
hey, it's fine. What I'm saying is you should try out the last stuff. That's what I'm saying. Like I feel like everybody should check out the last stuff.
I never played the final shape, so I need to go. And I know everything's on sale right now, so I probably need to like grab it all for like $25.
That's the move. Let's jump into
the craze.
The E3 week.
Yes, the craze of the E3 week. So
probably one of the craziest E3 weeks of the last few years, I guess.
I would say since we actually had an E3. I
guess so. Yeah, you could say that. Yeah.
This was the first time that E3 week actually felt like gave me the same energy, the same vibes as like the days when you knew like, okay, PlayStation was going to have their showcase on Saturday and Xbox was going to be on Sunday morning and Nintendo was going to be on Monday morning, or however it was back in the day. But I definitely felt that. And it's even cooler now because like Summer Games Fest didn't exist. So we just had the big three back in the day plus PC. You had like a PC showcase, but I've got to be honest, like during the E3 time periods, that PC game showcase was not it. It was not it. Like nobody, you know, that was what was so funny to see like PC take over the gaming world, because I just remember how many of those like E3 showcases I'm like, oh cool, like the PC game showcase, and then it's just like, what is
duds.
Yeah, what are they showing here? Like can you not even play real games on PC? What is happening? Yeah, and then
how times have changed.
Yeah, the times have definitely changed. So, okay, so let's go in chronological order here.
Yeah, let's do it in order. So we started off with the state of play, which was the first to fucking ring the gong of the E3 week,
which is crazy.
That alone was kind of crazy in and of itself. That was for me already a huge, like. First of all, it started with Wolverine. Let's talk about Wolverine for a second.
What'd you think?
So here's the thing. I kind of digged. I kind of digged what I saw. Like all like the combat, the animations, the fucking the all out Wolverine-ness of it, and it's complete gore fest like you would expect
it was
a
very
Wolverine
bloody
game to be. Yeah, but like when I think about it, I'm like that. When I saw it, I was like, this is kind of what I would expect for a proper Wolverine game. So
he
kind
has
of
adamantium blades. You can't really hit somebody with these adamantium blades without lots of blood and gore happening.
We can't have the Spider-Man thing of enemies falling out of the building's roof and then suddenly they're in the side of the building like attached to webs. The dude got claws up in his jaw, motherfucker. Like he's dead. Like there's
he's dead.
He's not gonna be on the side just been like being tended by a medic. No, he's dead. Lots of people died in that trailer. But it was kind of the right move for this kind of game. I definitely enjoyed the fact I enjoyed to know that we can expect a more Uncharted-y, a more story-driven game instead of a Spider-Man open world kind of situation.
Much more linear. Apparently.
Exactly. I'm way more game for that. That same. Makes me want to pick it up day one immediately because I know it's a concise adventure that I'm going to get through. The open worldness of things. We've talked about this. I'm old. I don't have time. So that was good. Great news. And this is my only worry.
Okay.
I liked their implementation of how he heals, right? His superpower is super healing, right? Mm-hmm. Which is showcased throughout the demo in little bursts. Like he kind of recovers and slowly, exactly as Wolverine does. But then there was that like second wind situation where he got knocked down and then he had his special meter and he used part of his special meter to kind of just regain like a second wind, regain health, come back to life, and then keep fighting, right? That's a great superpower to have. I wonder how easy, if that makes sense, this game is like.
I mean, he certainly got he got blasted in that one part, and
exactly.
Basically had a hole.
He had holes. Yes.
Yeah.
It was kind of gruesome.
That was surprised. I was like, oh, I don't recall ever seeing Wolverine. Maybe in Old Man Logan, like the comic book series. Like that was the only time I remember where it was just like, oh shit. You know, it's almost
actual
donezo.
Gory stuff. Yeah.
And actual gory stuff. Yes.
So I'm concerned because again, if it's an Uncharted game in a similar sense as a story, you're gonna get through and visit a bunch of different places. I'm getting the vibes right. This is great, but then I want kinda is, can that combat be more than what it seems? That's kind of what I'm expecting. The combat is very Spider-Man like, right? And we know from Spider-Man that as soon as you start, drilling down that skill tree and unlocking moves, the combat gets more interesting. Like then you start to really get into it.
It opens up things for sure.
God of War like as well. Like as soon as you start unlocking some moves and tying everything together, the game becomes way more fun. Yeah. That's what I'm hoping that's going to happen here. But I know how hard that is to showcase because like, we're seeing the game with no HUD and it's being cinematic. Like we're seeing moves, but we don't know, like, is this an animation that just plays whenever you hit this button? Or is this an actual move that you can combo into other moves? It's hard to tell how the combat will be from that gameplay demo.
Or how much the combat progresses, and because
exactly.
It's different with
what's going to
Spider-Man,
unlock?
because he has all these different gadgets that you can learn over time in the game. Wolverine... He's got his adamantium
maybe
blades,
they'll cook up something.
And I mean that is Wolverine is the guy that like I punch you hard, you fall down.
Yeah, like exactly. And you hit me, but I'll heal back.
Yeah, that is his gameplay style. So I was surprised that Jean Grey was in the trailer. Like I don't recall.
Yes, me too. That's so it's Wolverine and Jean. It's like the huge history together in the comics. Like it's a very common relationship, but that's why it's always the love triangle of Cyclops.
Well, yes, the love triangle.
Wolverine and Jean Grey.
Sometimes Wolverine's the guy in the corner. And sometimes
he's in the cock chair a lot of the times.
Sometimes Cyclops in the corner.
So I was not surprised to see her, but I was happy that she is in the game. So that's cool. Yeah. That's also something that I'm looking forward to.
But they're
like
not called the X-Men, though.
No, not yet. This is way before that. Yes.
Yeah, which is interesting. I don't know how I feel about that, but I'll allow it. It's their game. Exactly.
Here's my thing. I've played Spider-Man, I've played Spider-Man 2, and I've played Miles Morales.
Did you beat them?
I trust that studio to do what they think is cool for this game, which is a little bit different. I trust them, and I just kind of want to get my hands on it to experience it. I feel like they will do it justice because it seems like they're doing it justice. So I'm kind of curious to see how they do that, how they evolve the combat, how they introduce more characters, and they're going to come up with some crazy shit. Wolverine's going to end up doing some crazy shit by the end of this game, I bet. And I'm kind of excited to see that. And I kind of like that they didn't show too much. You know what I mean?
No, I agree.
It was a decent slice. They didn't spoil much. That's such a great tease. And then I'm ready. I'm already ready. If they showed nothing now and released the game, if you know what I mean? From now to release, if they didn't show anything else, I would still be excited. And I'll probably still want to pick it up day one.
Yeah, I mean, I think for a game that comes out in September, like a lot of the times I think the thought process going into the state of play was like, oh, we're going to get like a 10-minute section of Wolverine, and they really like held back on that, which it was still like a pretty lengthy trailer. I don't remember the exact runtime.
I think it was perfect. I think it was a perfect amount of what they showed. Gave us the vibes and what we can expect from the person playing Wolverine as well. Everything just hit. It was kind of like just the right atmosphere all throughout that trailer, gameplay demo, whatever.
I will say.
And then they gave us the sneak peek of all the locations. I don't know if you noticed that, with Wolverine wearing like a suit jacket at one point and then a fucking fluffy leather jacket. It was all just like Uncharted, like different, you know what I mean? That globe-trotting experience that you usually get in Uncharted games. It's kind of like, we're going to do that with fucking Wolverine. Dude, I like that. That's cool. I'm up for it.
If they can top X-Men Origins Wolverine, this will be a banger. I don't know if you remember that game. That game was...
I think I remember that game.
An absolute blast. Even though it got its Metacritic's scores, Xbox 360 was its highest. Or no, I guess PC was its highest at 77 out of 100. Xbox 360 was 75.
A nice 7 out of 10. That's okay.
And this IGN's Greg Miller stated that the Uncaged Edition version of the game is an awesome guilty pleasure, despite criticisms of fight repetitiveness. Miller appreciated the cinematic of the game as well as its bloody sights. I love that game. That game was so
it's
much
a gem.
fun.
It's a little bit of a gem.
I think it's a hidden gem. But I'm with you. Insomniac, they can do no wrong in my book. They're one of the best studios.
They've earned that trust, I would say.
Yes, they're especially with the Marvel characters. So, so I'm curious, like, not to go, because I don't think we have enough time to go game by game. But I'm very curious.
I've only jotted down the ones I want to at least mention, and that's it.
Well. So what was that?
It can be in passing.
Was Wolverine? I mean, obviously they showed Gear of War, Laufey.
Yeah, God of War, Laufey at the end. Yes,
what did I say?
We can get into that. We should get into that. Yeah, you said Gears of War because it's the same initials. It's okay.
God of War, yes, God of War. But yeah, so I mean that.
Well, let's save that for last. I just have a couple mentions I would like to go through first.
Okay.
The great return of Stuntman that nobody was expecting. You probably remember Driver and Stuntman.
I do remember Driver.
So I was very excited about it.
Yes.
It looks like a fun fucking video game. Fantastic. Tomb Raider remaster is looking great.
Yes.
I think it's gonna hit. I'm very happy about that.
I like the last trilogy that we had, but apparently everybody wanted to wipe those from existence. But I thought they were fantastic.
The first one was very influential for me. Like, it was one of the very early games that I remember playing. Yeah, the original Tomb Raider on PS1. Same. And so that one is just such a such a core memory that seeing this remaster, I'm like, that game if they do it justice, I'm just going to be happy, nostalgic little boy. So it's cool.
Yeah.
So what'd you say?
I said that game was hard as hell back in the day.
Oh, it was. Yeah, you kidding me? I was a kid. It was tough. Jesus Christ. So that's great. We got to see a little bit more of Ill. I don't know if you're excited about Ill.
Ill's not on my radar. No, I watched the trailer.
Can I tell you a little bit about Ill, which is why I'm kind of so the guy who is involved in Ill, who is the person who is came up with the idea, the characters. He is a creator. He's not a content creator. He's an artist. And so what he does is he does 3D stuff. And so it's funny because I had been following him for a long while.
Okay.
Because he would used to do these 3D videos that were legit, could be Resident Evil intros. Like they were creepy, spooky, sometimes like film found footage style.
Yeah.
Like this guy had like such a hand and a finger for getting that creepy just right and making some creepy characters and monsters that are just unique. And so I used to follow his art because it was all that. It was like creepy monsters and shit that was just like amazing designs. And then one day, this guy kind of hints that he's working on a video game. And me and my buddy, we got very excited about that because we've been following this guy. It's a guy called Chubavak. And so a couple years later, Il gets shown off at SGF, if I'm not mistaken, for the first time. And as I'm seeing that trailer, I go like, these creatures have a vibe that's very similar to something. It's very familiar. And then suddenly we discover that this artist, Chubavak, is the guy working on Il, and that's why all of the game footage looks so similar to what he used to do. Yeah. And so we got very excited because of that. That's the thing. Like he's just a great artist in my book. And so I'm kind of just excited to see him express that in video game form. And everything I'm seeing from this game looks like it's going to be a really good survival horror game, but it seems like it's going to be maybe a gem within that genre. There seems to be some new shit that they're going to try out. Like
that genre
they're playing
is
with
popping
physics
off right now.
But
I mean,
playing,
like horror and survival horror games right now.
Yeah, exactly.
We're getting so many good ones.
And they are playing with some stuff that's interesting for this type of game with physics and stuff that you don't normally see like in these games. These games are very scripted usually and very like prepared and directed. And this one seems to be playing with some more freeform stuff that I'm kind of excited to see. So yeah, Il is definitely on my radar. And I'm just going to be excited for it every time that I see it. So Il is good. Until Dawn 2. What?
Until Dawn 2
looked made by a different studio. What? Okay.
That part I didn't understand. I was like, wait, why is Until Dawn 2 being made by a different studio? Like I didn't understand.
So Fire Sprite apparently is the studio who made the Until Dawn remaster. If you remember, that came out a couple years ago.
Oh, okay. I did not play it.
And so it seems that after that remaster, they maybe got a deal to pitch an Until Dawn 2. Because if I'm not mistaken, it's not House Marquee, is what's their name? The devs of Until Dawn, and aren't they now making all those Men of Medan games?
Yeah. It's so weird. But that's what's so weird about it is like Supermassive. Yeah, like Supermassive is a fantastic
maybe they don't own the IP.
studio.
Maybe Sony owns the Until Dawn IP and they just let Fire Sprite make 2. I don't know. Anyway, it looks
that was really weird
Until
to me.
Dawn-ish.
It looks very Until Dawn-ish, but to me, it's like one of those things. Like doing a remaster is one thing, or a remake. I know. Like you got the source, you got the sauce from the original studio, and Supermassive. This is their shit. Like this is their shit. This is all they do.
And listen, let's be honest. This genre of game lives and dies by its writers. If you don't have a good writing team, this game's going to suck. 100%. So does Fire Sprite have a good writing team or are they just confident because they made the remaster? That's what we don't know. So I guess we'll figure it out when it comes out. But I just wanted to mention it. It looked...
No, it looked
comically interesting.
It looked
good.
You know what I mean?
Like
when it first started showing up, I was like, "What is this? Like, what is happening here? Like, this is there, the opening of the trailer. I
actually thought it was
really
a Supermassive game. I thought it was another Supermassive game.
Yes, I would have.
When I started seeing the vibes and all the found footage, I was like,
visuals,
oh, okay,
everything.
Yeah, I was like, okay, maybe this could be a new game from them. No, but then it was Until Dawn 2. The title card was kind of like, that's another what moment. It was interesting.
And what's so crazy to me is like, they had the Until Dawn Rush of Blood, that which was for the PlayStation VR, and then it's just like they went off and
they made the movie. Don't forget, they made the movie.
Yeah, they made the movie which was recent. I love the Quarry from Supermassive.
Yeah, Quarry is one of the best.
I thought it was fantastic. It didn't it didn't hit the highs that Until Dawn did. Yeah. But overall,
and Supermassive just made a new one, Directive 8020 as well, which is a space one of these. It happens in space, but it's a Supermassive game as well, which came out very recently.
I don't know if that's. I don't. Oh, it was. You're right.
DirecTV 8020, right? Yeah.
Dark Pictures. That's in their Dark Pictures.
Yeah,
series.
Exactly. It's their latest one. Yeah. So.
Okay. No, I mean, I'm with you. Until Dawn 2, I was intrigued. So I that was one of. I had 4 games on my list. Until Dawn 2 was one of them. Okay. Wolverine was, of course, one of them. Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls.
Hey.
It looks fantastic. Never guessed that would have been on my list, but every time I see, I mean, I'm an old school fighting game fan. Like the Mortal Kombat's, Tekken, Battle Arena Toshinden, Soul Calibur, like those were my jams back in the day. I was never a Street Fighter person, and that
was too hardcore. It was too
Marvel
hardcore.
versus Capcom was more similar to like the Street Fighter fight, like gameplay style.
Yeah.
But this one, this one, obviously Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls definitely reminds me more of the Street Fighter gameplay. But I was just so intrigued.
I think
the visuals were amazing. What
it looks fantastic. The redesigns of the Marvel characters are just that. Captain America looks. Could they just make him that way? Like it just look.
Yes.
Even Iron Man looks cool. Like those guys just nailed it. But not only that, I feel I'm not a huge fighting game guy, so I don't know what I'm talking about. Take it with a grain of salt. It does feel like more. I used to play a lot of Marvel vs. Capcom 2 in the arcade, and so it does kind of give me those like I feel like that game will be more like Marvel vs. Capcom. But again, I'm not super sure, but. Man, does it look fantastic.
Every time they show it, I'm like, it's
a pleasure for the eyes.
Yeah, it looks so damn fun. Yes, it is a visual feast for the eyes for sure. So
100%.
Okay, what about you? I know that you...
That Laufey. We have to talk about Laufey. Like, that's the one thing I feel like it was the best thing that I've seen.
It was amazing.
That wins my top spot of everything shown. I definitely think
everything
Laufey
shown
wins.
overall.
Yeah. It's the thing that if I could do the one wish, like snap my fingers, one of these games can be available now. It would be Faye. It would be Faye. Like I loved what I saw. The combat was just. It was perfect. It's God of War, but more Devil May Cry. All the juggling and the acrobatics. I love the cube. I love Rue. I love Deborah Ann Woll.
I mean, yeah.
What do you want from me? They made this game for me. It's just for me. And I was like, yay.
No, the game.
I'm just super happy. It's just so good. It's and just them showing that initial, just like, hey, here's the beginning of the game. Here's just the fucking beginning of the game.
I know.
And that's cruel. That's
very cool.
Because
that was my only complaint. If I had to nitpick with a complaint of a game that looks to me. Absolutely stupidly stunning, like I must have it. I mean, you can't. Yeah, you can kind of see. I mean, there's my God of War shrine. Oh, wait. There we go. My God of War shrine. Because sorry, I guess I should clarify. I did not like the old school God of War games. They were not my jam. I tried to get into them back in the day.
I played all of them. But all of them. Yeah, they were fine. They were fun. Combat. It was a mashy button game. It was cool.
Yeah, it didn't.
They were not my favorites. I do remember from memory, like the big moments, like anything that was like big scale, like the him climbing colossus and titans and fighting like big gods, like the big moments. I kind of remember a little bit of them. Yeah. But that game is not as memorable as the 2018 God of War, for example. Right? It's
not for
that
me.
one actually sticks, right? So
yes.
yeah. It's different.
2018 God of War, and so this is my, again, going back to my only complaint, because we had not seen anything of this game at all. So it was obviously, it's been heavily rumored that it was going to be shown at the State of Play. So it wasn't I wasn't like, oh my God, they're showing like this new God of War game. No, that was kind of spoiled that it was going to be shown.
We knew it was coming. It was when it was coming that we didn't know. Yeah.
But I go back to the 2016 reveal. I think it was 2016
of God of War.
And they had
with the orchestra.
The orchestra. Like
that was dope.
That was still, to me, outside of maybe the Last of Us Part 2 reveal. Like those two to me are like neck and neck of like, I would still put God of War 1 because I mean, for me, God of War is like my favorite 2 game series ever. But I really wish that I would have got like this cinematic, like, trailer that just hooked me in. It already hooked me in, but there's a part of me, to your point, like they showed so much. I'm like, why is this game not available now? Like it looks done to me. Like it looks cooked.
Yeah,
like, come
those
on.
first 20 minutes. What about the rest, dude? We know how big this game is going to be, right?
Yeah, it's going to be big.
It's not going to be a small game.
It's so crazy.
It's not going to be a 20-hour game.
Like Corey, I always butcher his last name. Corey Barlog, I think. Yeah, Barlog. Mm-hmm. I always want to put an extra like Borlog or something like that, but Barlog. But the audacity of this man to just drop a 20-minute straight up gameplay trailer.
And have you seen all of the marketing material that they've also put out? Like they have a full interview where Corey is interviewing Ariel, which is the game director for Laufey. No. And they're just fucking talking because they've known each other for years. So they're just,
I'm gonna have to
he's
watch
just asking her questions about how directing, but it's so good. You should go watch that. That's on the PlayStation YouTube channel.
I gotta watch this now.
And there's a small interview with Deborah Ann Wool and like just seeing her.
I did see the interview with Deborah Ann Wool. So excited.
Yeah. She's legitimately happy to be doing this game because she loved doing Ragnarok. Like that's the thing. Like Ariel seems like she's the perfect person to fucking make this game. Like it's just it's just an amalgamation of, for me, this is a personal opinion, take it with a grain of salt, just amalgamation of the perfect people to make this kind of game, it seems to me, because they're going for the perfect game. It's, hey, look at all this fun gameplay. We're also going to give you a great story with great characters, and you're going to cry. Like, fuck off, man. This just, come on. And then you show us 20 minutes of it, and then that's all we're going to see until God knows when. Well, that's so cruel, Corey. Why would you do this to us?
2027 release date. That was, I was like, oh wow, okay, they're putting it down.
And are we sure it's not going to be the? You know what I'm saying?
No.
Realistically,
I trust in Mr. Barlog. I think it's coming, and I think it'll be similar to God of War and God of War Ragnarok. I think it'll be that April time frame. That is their dates.
Do you know how long? This is a question I don't know. Do you know how long God of War 2018 took to make? How many years?
I mean, I don't know how many years it necessarily took, but I would say that it was probably on like the 4 to 5 range.
And Ragnarok, how long was it? How long did it come out after God of War?
Ragnarok was 2023, I believe. So I think it was 5 years.
So it was 5 years apart.
Let me just double check myself. No. It was 2022. That's right, because it came out. It was 4. It was 4 years apart.
So it was 4 years apart, which meant there was probably like 1 year in pre-production while God of War was still being done or finished.
Yeah, something. But this was the thing is like Corey was he didn't like direct God of War Ragnarok like he did the 2018 God of War. So I feel like it's one of those situations where they got Corey on God of War 2018. I forget the person that did God of War Ragnarok. So it was like, I think that they have these separate teams working pretty heavily. Because so we're going to
here's what we know.
Is that 5 years? Yes.
So here's what we know.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, now that the game has been announced, our good friend, which doesn't know us, but we're just going to refer to her as our good friend just because we like her work. Alana Pierce finally can talk about this game. This is the game she was working on when she was at Santa Monica Studios.
Yeah.
So she made a video recently where she's kind of like, I can finally talk about this, right? Because her NDA is now up now that the game has been announced. And so it was funny. She did a video kind of going into her experience working on that game. And so if we can take the timeline from her video, she worked on that game for 4 years from the beginning. So from inception.
Yeah.
She was one of the first junior writers to be hired to work on Laufey. And so if we take that into account with you saying like this game looks finished and we can take into account how long the other two games took to make, then 2027 could be a very realistic release year.
It's happening.
Actually.
Mark it down. We'll take let's take a pizza bet.
This is perfect because
however you want to bet on it.
I'm a fake fan because I'm only playing God of War now, as you know.
You're not a fake fan.
Actually,
You're just,
actually, no. Let me tell you, I am 40 hours in,
Nice.
and I'm fucking having the time of my life. I am doing. Sorry, I'm just doing every fucking. I had to force myself to go through the main path because I was just spending too much time doing the side quest shit, and I was getting too strong for the main quest shit. I got there and I fucking smoked those guys, and I was like, I should stop side questing.
No. The going off the beaten path and God of War and Ragnarok are both just a treat. I mean, because you have Mimir, and Mimir is like telling you all these stories as you're going along.
Exactly.
Like, no, it's God of War.
It's just
Ragnarok,
a joy. It's just a joy to play that game. Like,
yes.
yeah, 100%. So
and
very
if you're
excited
a Norse
for that.
mythology nerd, then it's even better for you. Like, what have you seen? And I know we've got to move on to the other showcases. But
so hard with this one.
So. I don't know if you watched it, but I've been served so many posts about God of War.
Oh yeah, same.
Laufey, and like the I guess what is the word for it? It's parallels, or I don't know, but basically like where
the timeline.
The timelines are overlapping. Yeah.
Yes, we didn't even mention how cool that fucking shit is. That like this is actually not a prequel. This is the same timeline that starts when God of War starts. How cool is that?
and I forget the two gods, or like those two characters.
Bagtzi, which is the Mongolian God of War, and then the other I don't remember the name, but it's the Egyptian God of War. And apparently those two fucking canoodlers are the guys who are kind of running the afterlife, the everyone for now, because they died and got there. Basically, apparently joined forces, and they're trying to control everything there. So I feel like they're going to be the baddies, which cool because they look fucking awesome.
I mean, they look awesome, but the part that I was like geeking out on was the blowing of the Galahorn in Ragnarok.
Listen,
and then like the two baddies and Laufey are like I'm like, wow. That is wild.
Dude, just that idea of we're going to be playing at the same time. And I've seen so many memes of like, sorry, just sharing this. This is the thing that cracked me up. There's like a small little, it was a 2-comic panel. And the first one is just like, don't worry, boy. Your mom's at peace now. And the next one is she fucking up backstage just fighting that dude. I'm like, oh God.
That is hilarious.
That's kind of what's happening.
I need those memes in my life.
I wish mom was here and she's in the meantime. She's in the afterlife fighting gods, dude.
Yeah. No, it looks
anyway. I would just like
fantastic.
I'd just like to close my statement with confession that I love strong women. And this game just comes to confirm that even more.
Andre's like, I love being dominated.
Give me a strong woman as the lead of a game, and you got me. That's all you need from me, baby. Ignore all the incels online. That's exactly what I want.
I mean, how
strong
could you be
female
mad about,
leads.
like getting to play with Deborah Ann Wool for like, I don't know, 50.
Listen.
How many hours this game is like?
The whole discourse online about this game, I've just decided to label it all as bot talk. Yeah. There has to be no real people who carry these opinions and are not excited to play as the wife of fucking Kratos, who, let's put it on the record, fought him to a standstill, which probably won him over because just like me, Kratos loves a strong woman.
Yeah.
And fucking fought Thor and almost beat him. And left scars in the fucking place where they fought. Like, and you don't want to play as that woman? I'm sorry, sir. You're definitely gay.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't understand.
You like big buff dudes, and that's okay. But you should admit it to yourself before you come and spout dumb shit online.
Very true. This
it's just frustrating.
Just to give some backstory according to this AI overview, because of course that's the first thing that pops up.
Of course that pops up.
But it should be an aggregation. This shouldn't be hard for the AI to aggregate this. Laufey, also known as by her alias Faye, is a legendary Jotun, a frost giant warrior, Kratos' second wife, and the mother of Atreus, aka Loki. Revered as Laufey the Just, her intricate foresight and death set the events of the Norse saga in motion. So, yeah.
I also love people bitching about this, and then people that played the game firing back with, "Hey, do you like the Leviathan axe?" And they go like, "Oh, I love that's my favorite weapon from God of War." That was Faye's weapon, you shitter. That was her weapon. They made that weapon for her. That's, you know what I mean? Like, and oh god, yeah. It was funny seeing people just be like, "Oh, I don't get why we need to play as this woman in real life." It's like, dude, she's the whole fucking reason the game even exists. Like, she died in the first game, and that's why they're going on the journey. She played.
Oh, I know.
Anyway, behind everything,
ridiculous.
There's always a great woman. This is just a game that shows that off, and apparently the men are upset.
I agree.
The frail online men are upset, and now we have to listen to them.
Well, I just mute them.
Yeah, now they're all bots.
I don't want to see any more of this type of content. Is what I typically do. So.
That's definitely what I've been doing. All right, let's go next. Oh my god.
We have so much. Bigger. We have so much to get through. I'm trying to think how we are going to get through this.
We're going to do quick time. Let's do a rapid fire because this one is a lot. Okay. Big opener. Wait, Veronica.
Wait. No. Oh, wait.
No?
I have to ask. Was it a summer? Oh, actually, before we move on.
Yes.
PlayStation State of Play.
Oh, I would give it a rating.
Out of 10. Short. Out of 10. We'll do out of 10s.
It was short, it was sweet, and it showed fucking bangers.
Yeah.
I would say it's like with Laufey, I would say, I hate to say a 10 out of 10 because that's just such a personal, right, 10 out of 10 for me because of Laufey. Like, I have to be honest. Yeah. But there were other stuff that made me incredibly happy, like I said. So yeah, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
I will restrain myself, even though, like, yes, Laufey is an automatic, like,
it's going to be it was made for me.
Yeah, it's going to be an all-timer, but I'm going to say for PlayStation State of Play, there was so many studios missing. That I'm like, what is happening with them? Like, Ben Studio, Naughty Dog, like what do you got? What do you have going on? Like, what is life?
If they're not working on anything, that would be weird. I think they're working on stuff. We're only going to see it.
Sony Ben put out. Again, I don't want to go on my days gone.
They're living off that Insomniac money. That's what they're doing now. It's just that's the banger studio, and they're just knocking it out of the park.
Well,
and
hey,
please,
Sony,
guys, make games quicker.
Sony Santa Monica and Insomniac. They're
well, yeah.
And
but that's
I have
thing.
to
Like,
give Guerrilla is but that was also the interesting thing. There was nothing on the Horizon game that should be coming out like 2027,
like 2027 for sure. But maybe we see it at the Game Awards at the end of the year when it's all calmer.
Must be
because all the September and GTA has gone by, and now
no intergalactic showing. So like, I'm gonna give it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna Wolverine and Laufey alone 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Okay. And then was Summer Game Fest a mess, or was it a fest?
No, it was a fucking hit, dude. There were so many good things. At least for me, I feel like this year all around we were fed good. So I start out Resident Evil Code Veronica remake right off the bat. I am so game for it. Please, Capcom, you know what? Keep taking my money. I think at this point we've fucking fluffered the Capcom balls so much, but how can we not? Right? They're just banger after banger. The Resident Evil games have been fantastic. I could not wait for this remake. I have played that game a long time ago. I hate Steve, but I'm very excited to see how they're going to turn it around for this one. Like, I think they've learned the mess from Resident Evil 3. They're not going to do that again. I don't think they're ever going to do that again. I think they learned their lesson. I'm very excited for this. This one, top of the line for me.
Yeah. Resident Evil Veronica looked amazing. I'm with you. Like, hey, turn on auto pay for all Capcom games because they're just great.
Have you paid your Capcom bill?
yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, it looked really good. It's as soon as we saw like the old lady creeping character, like I was like, oh, this has got to be Resident Evil. Like this looks like the RE engine. Yeah.
To me, it was the boulder joke, and she kind of winked. And she doesn't wink at the camera, but she does the boulder joke and then does a kind of. And I was like, wait a minute,
you're like,
you
see.
fucking goofy goobers, this is Resident Evil. It was so fun, such a good reveal.
Yeah, and but just for me, like this was I don't think I ever finished it on the Dreamcast. Like
it was a super long game. It was a very long Resident Evil game.
Yes, I feel like it was super long.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I just remember loving it on the Dreamcast because the graphical leap to Resident Evil Code Veronica.
At that point, you were playing everything in 3D. Remember, like that was the whoa.
Oh, the
camera was moving around the environment. Oh my god! Like we could. Yes. Oh my god! Like that was mind bending for us for going from the PlayStation to the Dreamcast. It was really so cool. Good. So
Resident Evil Veronica.
Very excited for that.
Hey, Capcom, just keep crushing it. 2027 release date. I mean, what? Like what? How many people work at Capcom these days?
They have a cadence. They have written down this cadence now, and it's original remake, and say what you will. It is working for them, and I feel like as long as it keeps working for them and they keep giving us blasts from the past in this quality, but also new games, at this cadence, I don't think you can ask for more from a AAA studio right now. Yeah, that's the thing. And listen, we just got Pragmata. We just got Pragmata this year. Like,
I still need to buy that one because that game, the demo was, I love the demo, and I will go back to it, but yeah.
I just feel like whatever they're doing at Capcom, if the people who work there are happy, they are this close to becoming a Valve almost, where everything they seem to touch seems to be either a huge hit or even if it is not a huge hit, like Exoprimal.
Yeah,
I feel like they're bringing those learnings forward. Everything that happened in Resident Evil 3 remake, they're bringing those learnings forward. So I feel like
we're gonna get a Dino Crisis remake.
We will.
It's gonna happen.
We're not going to escape it. It's going to be great. So Capcom is on the winning run this generation. We just let them keep running, and we're going to be very happy because they're going to keep delivering.
Yep.
Right up next, it was for me very excited. We know that Cuphead 2 is being made.
Yep.
And that's just exciting on its own. Love me a good Cuphead and Mighty Cuphead Adventure.
That one looked cool.
Which seems to be co-op. Adventure roguelike pixel art, like it looks just the vibe for sitting down on the couch with the kids and going through that game. So I'm actually very excited for that one.
Excuse me, sorry, I'm over here coughing. Cuphead's not my jam.
You're not your jam. Okay.
No, but I understand the appeal. I definitely love the visuals. I could go for a Cuphead cartoon. No doubt about that.
There is a Cuphead cartoon.
I thought there was
an actual cartoon, on Netflix. It's fun.
It's on Netflix. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Then I need to go
It's a good
watch
show. Yeah, it's a good show. It's goofy, but it's a good show. It is what it needs to be. It's a classic cartoon of that era. So yeah, it's good. Yeah. Cuphead is fantastic. So I'm very excited for that.
Nice.
And then right up, and then again, this is just the intro of this summer's Games Fest, was just like slaps in the face of like, oh, I fucked up last year. I'm sorry. Boom. And so we open a Resident Evil. We write it after I get Cuphead 2 announcement and Mighty Cuphead Adventure, and then we get a little bit of a new look at Alien Isolation 2, which to me, Jesus fucking Christ. I mean, that has got to be one of the games that I had lost hope I was going to get. Because I'm a huge fan of Alien Isolation 1. I have the same complaints about it that everybody else has, which is bad pacing, kind of extends his welcome. But other than that, it is one of my favorite top 3 survival horror or horror games. It's fantastic. Very excited that we're finally getting that. They're letting Creative Assembly make it too, because for some reason they held off on that for so long. But yes, we got a new look at it. We got to look at, apparently we're not going to be inside all the time. There's going to be outside locations. Dude.
I have to go back to Alien Isolation. I read all the reviews about it. It definitely intrigued me.
There's no game like it. There's no game like it. There's simply no other game like it.
I just don't know if I like that gameplay because we haven't gotten into the spoiler cast, but I'm gonna go into a spoiler for one part of Resident Evil Requiem. The orphanage. No, fuck off.
The orphanage. I had forgotten about the orphanage.
I'm just not a fan of the hide and seek style gameplay.
Yeah.
And I know that Alien Isolation. That's a lot of it.
It's you don't fight, you flight.
Yes, and I understand the appeal of that. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm like, I can the like, tensing, tightening the butt cheeks and everything. Like, I can see that being fun.
The appeal actually for me comes from the alien itself, like the AI of the alien itself, and how how it moves around, how it makes things happen around you, because it's not always about you. That's the cool thing. Like if you're in a spot, you know, there's multiple times in the game where you enter a spot where suddenly there's other people there because there are other survivors in the ship that are not friendly. And sometimes like you would maybe go into that room and then the alien would show up and fuck those guys up. Yeah, and so you're just in a corner watching as they're all shooting and trying to survive, and the alien just fucking destroying them. And then just fucks off. Like that's the thing. It's such an alive being. It's such an entity that seems alive because of the decisions that it makes and how it randomly behaves. That's what makes that game special for me. Like not so much the way you have to play it, but the way you have to play around the alien, because you don't know what you can expect from him. Yeah, that's the thing. That's what they built. That was so good that so many people liked. Is that AI alone makes that game. And again, just. I can't even imagine. I don't remember if they gave us a date, to be honest with you. Which, to be honest, I don't care. I'm in this one for me.
Well, there's so many games coming out. Oh, no release date was given.
Please take as much time as you need. You know what I mean? Like this is one of those games that needs to come out when it's done. Not. Well, I would say this, like it shouldn't be rushed.
If anything, right now. Because we're in the back half of this console generation. So to me, if anything says launching on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, Nintendo Switch 2, and PC,
has to come out by
2028 at the I think at the max. Yeah, because I think we're getting to the point now where it will say like, you know, it'll just say launching on consoles or in PC or something like that. You know, they'll be more ambiguous. I haven't
thought about that.
I think next year is when we will start.
We're going to start hearing about it.
Yeah, more because like we know dev kits for the Xbox Helix console go out this year. We haven't heard when dev kits go out for PlayStation 6. I would have a feeling it'll probably be at some point this year. Dev kits will start going out. But anyways,
they would have to meet that 2028.
I agree. Launch period.
Right?
Yeah. Yep. So
cool. We don't know what to expect, to be honest. But yeah, Alien Isolation 2, right at the top there. It probably would be like, if I would have to give you a top 3 so far of everything, it would be Laufey, Resident Evil Veronica, and Alien Isolation 2 for sure.
Whoa,
like that's just the top there. It's one of my favorite games of all time. Alien Isolation. It's just one of my favorite games. Very excited we're getting it too. Hooray, hip hip hooray for Creative Assembly. Keep rocking, guys. Let's do it. Let's get this game out. And then we got to see Project Robot, now called Gen Atlas, from maker of Ico, Shadow of the Colossus. I forget his name. I'm so sorry. But you know, great game director. So we got to see a little bit of Gen Atlas. It looks like more Project Robot, which is great. Fantastic. I love Shadow of the Colossus. I kind of miss having a game like that, to be honest. That sort of
he doesn't
scale.
Put them out very often.
No, exactly. So I'm down for a game of that scale, right? Of you tiny being fighting big thing. Yes, definitely. What are your game
thoughts
for that?
On the fact that it'll be an Epic Game Store exclusive?
It's probably a timed. I'm assuming it's going to be a timed exclusive, so I'm not too worried. If I have to get it on the Epic Game Store, it's fine. It's not the end of the world for me. I'm not one of those people who has to have everything on Steam. Sometimes if I find it on a sale, I might do the convenience of having it on Steam, but I'm not a stickler, so I'll fucking play it there. I don't care. I've done the same for other games, so it's fine. Alan Wake 2, for example. The next one is a new thing. I don't know if you saw this or you remember this, but there was a very interesting looking game called Hex.
Yes.
Hex. Weird ass name. Dude, that looked very interesting.
It did.
So I'm kind of, that one became part of my radar. I'm looking at the game. It looks very interesting.
Co-op survival shooter. With
the right vibe, from what it seems like, right? What I would love. So seems like it's also going to mess with a lot of magical shit. So
yeah.
Anyway, just what they showed already.
It looked super cool.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean,
very good reveal.
I'm with you. No release date was given on that one, but when I was watching Summer Games Fest, like this is one of the games that immediately stuck out to me in terms of the fact that this is 1 to 4 player co-op, like this looks like it could be a lot of fun. all the mystery and intrigue.
And, and we've never heard of this. This was the first time we've ever heard of this game.
Sure.
I don't even know who's making it, to be honest. I don't think I recognize the developer. So it seems like a total surprise. It could probably just be an indie studio as well. But again, it just could be ex-industry devs. We don't know. But it looks very interesting.
Yeah, it looked super cool. I agry.
Okay, so in both of our radars, fantastic.
Yes, but definitely both radars. I mean, anytime aliens, weird, post-apocalyptic,
and especially
I'm
like
down.
Co-op with friends. That's
hey, and the visuals
I love that.
looked
Give me
great.
more of those.
Like I was very impressed by because you're in the Nordic wilderness and all the it felt like very lush. It felt like there was lots of rain happening in this part of the world, and I mean, and it's 2027. So, and it was Dead Astronauts is the studio behind it.
Yeah, don't know them. I bet we're going to become more familiar with them going forward because again, a lot of people talking about this game. A lot of people got impressed. Then I just have Tupac. Question mark. What? Anyway,
he didn't even say anything in the trailer, did he? I don't remember.
No. So, is it going to be AI voice Tupac? Do people want that?
So this is the thing. Let me look this up. I want to say that he. I'm trying to remember if he talked about this somewhere, because they got permission, of course, from his estate and all that kind of stuff. But I want to say that there was
his estate is not in his family no longer owns his estate, and they're currently in suing the company who owns, isn't that a thing that's going on? The family of Tupac does not have control over his estate, and they're fighting for control over his estate. I think that's what I heard.
Tupac's estate, Amaru Entertainment, threatened legal action against Drake over the use of an AI-generated Tupac voice in a 2024 diss track. When Tupac's likeness or voice is used in media, his estate demands strict supervision and avoids generative tools. For example, the use of Tupac's likeness in the Sega video game Stranger Than Heaven was constructed entirely from archival materials with strict family approval. This is what it was. I don't remember the exact quote, but it's like Tupac Shakur. Oh wait, no, never mind. I thought that he did say something about that. But anyways, yes, he is in Stranger Than Heaven with Snoop Dogg. Which is weird.
Snoop Dogg's fine. He's alive. He can say yes.
Yeah.
And we know Snoop Dogg is on side quests. He does everything now. It's fine. He's going to be in a lot of video games.
Snoop Dogg and Shaq. Those are the two people that you will see with their hands in everything possible, for sure.
Tupac, it was weird. I felt like everybody had a very similar reaction where it was like, I don't know if I'm okay with this, which is what I felt as well. So
it's a little strange. This game looks very interesting to me. I want to say that whenever they first revealed the Stranger Than Heaven, they had their own little showcase to show off the game a couple of weeks ago from RGG Studio.
RGG Studios.
And I want to say that trailer had crazy stupid amounts of views. It was very well received.
I mean, listen, the Yakuza crowd is still a big crowd, and this is for them. This is for them. So
I get
it's with a different flavor.
Is I didn't think it was needed. Is this game, everybody was already super stoked. It seemed for this game, and I'm like,
right?
Did you
don't need to fan the flames with this? Yeah.
Well, did you need to include Tupac in this? You got Snoop Dogg again. I mean, if the family estate says they're cool with it, who am I to say what they can and can't do? But I also feel
it is weird.
It's
right?
very strange.
It's just weird.
Yeah,
it's Stranger Than Heaven.
It is Stranger Than Heaven. It is.
Yeah.
I am excited about this game though. It wasn't.
Okay. I'm not a huge Yakuza fan, so it's not doing much for me.
I always get intrigued by them because back in the day,
their showcases are impressive.
What was the game for Dreamcast? And it was Shenmue. Yeah.
Oh, I loved Shenmue. Yes.
Yeah, I love Shenmue, and so every time I see the game set in this, Japanese settings and environment,
I see what you mean. Yeah,
it always intrigues me. I never played them.
No, they're hour fests. They're open world-ish smaller
too
open
damn
world-ish
long.
is kind of. It's just very long games. Yeah.
If they could give me a tight 20 hour version of these games, I would be all about it.
Are we just getting old? Hi, welcome. Yes, we're getting old.
Welcome to
give me a 20-hour game, man. We got shit to do. It's can't be 60. I've already played God of War. Please,
as you're putting in like 45 hours into the side quests of God of War, you're like, please give me
exactly. Yeah, exactly. I can't do a lot of these, but yes. Okay, interesting. Then, I'm excited to see more of this. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle games being made by Platinum Games.
I would have expected this to show off more because we already knew this was happening. Like the last.
Oh, we did. I didn't know.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
They announced this like a year or two ago as just like a key art of the last Ronin.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we could have seen more, but we didn't.
I thought
motherfuckers.
I thought at this point we would have seen like an actual trailer. Like this was just more of like, hey, we're doing this.
Very small
cool.
tease, yeah.
Yeah. It was.
To me, it looked like an announcement. Like that's why for me it caught me as like, oh, we didn't know about this. Okay.
I don't know if we knew that,
or if it was leaked, perhaps.
No, I don't know if before it was being made by Platinum Games. But yeah, this was announced a couple of years ago. With
shit!
Just
I didn't know that.
key art. Yeah, I'm trying to remember like, and also like because Paramount Game Studios kind of had their little coming out party a week before all the showcases started to take place, and then we started seeing lots of games. Paramount Game Studios. Like they're really publishing a lot of stuff. But of course, I'm intrigued by this. Like
yeah.
You know,
I cannot wait to see a Last Ronin game with Platinum Combat. Yeah, sign me up. That's probably gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, so this is the thing. It says a long-forgotten PS5 action-adventure game that we only caught a brief glimpse of in 2023 has made a surprise return. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Last Ronin, which was being developed by Black Forest Games under THQ Nordic, did indeed get canceled, but the project has miraculously survived. So so I guess that was the difference. I knew that we had been teased this.
It was a different developer then.
Yeah,
okay.
I didn't know that it had been.
Now it's been picked up. So that explains the lack of anything. Like this is probably them just
and why
announcing
everybody
that
was probably more excited about it now. That makes more sense to me now because I was just
because like that was my thing. It's like when I saw Platinum Games, I was like, oh shit, okay, this is a perfect match. This is a great match. So very excited about that, and especially Last Ronin.
Yeah.
So
you
know what I mean? Like it's going to be one character, so that makes it a much easier way to make a similar style of game that they do, you know, within that world. So very, very interesting.
I agree.
Sorry. The next one though, very interesting. So Crossfire, you know Crossfire. Crossfire is that big CS:GO like game in Southeast Asia, just huge in the Asian market. It is probably even bigger than CS2 worldwide. I think so. It's a huge game that we don't see. And so this is apparently someone who took that IP and they're going to make a single player narrative driven game set within the Crossfire world, which is just your typical military conflict world, right? And that's why it fits so well for a Counter-Strike type game. But this seems to be narrative driven with characters, voiced characters, storyline. You're doing like it's a proper story driven game. Very interesting. The thing that they're hanging their hats on, that I don't know if you caught any articles about these yet, but and this is what they showed off in the trailer, is they have what it's called like an adaptive cover system.
Okay. So
apparently, according to them, and this is the thing that makes... So their game is supposed to be very hardcore in the sense of it's a realistic take on a third-person shooter in a sense where you're going to be a human being. So if you take one or two shots, you're going down. So the objective here is you have to be very tactical and very stealthy because taking on full front combat is a death sentence. You know what I mean? Like it's a game like that. And so you have to use this adaptive cover system where your character kind of moves and adapts to the height and length of cover in an automatic way. I don't know. It looked very interesting for those of us who like stealth mechanics because that's what it seems to be. It seems to be we're going to get a very stealth-heavy, narrative, story-driven game from these guys. I don't know. It seemed very interesting and out of left field.
Yeah, it was from That's No Moon, which I believe.
That's No Moon. Yes.
And I want to say, was this the game that I can't remember what games that they previously did, but I want to say
I don't recognize the name, so I actually don't know.
Well, I know it's a new independent AAA studio, and it was founded. It was one of those ones founded by a lot of award-winning industry veterans.
Right.
I can't remember. I know I shared with you that there was one game, and I was like, it was from the people that made the war game that Spec Ops: The Line. Was it this one?
Oh, I think it was this one. Yes, yeah. I think it was this one.
I want to say I put that in our show notes, but I was so in on this trailer. Like when this popped up, I was like, not number one, immediately drew me in because it looked fantastic.
Looks
like
great.
The character models, like their interactions with the two characters, like their interactions with one another, and then it had like this element of mystery and intrigue of like what exactly are they fighting against, and like because they're not on the same team. They were probably dropped in because there's moments where they're trying to kill one another, and they're like, hey, if we don't fucking cooperate here, we're both gonna die. And everything about this game, I was like, this looks amazing.
It's very interesting. Yeah, it's definitely out of left field.
I knew I recognized the dude, Ricky Whittle, is the voice model, or sorry, the model for the guy. He was freaking the guy in American Gods, like the main dude in American Gods, which I'm blanking on what his name is in American Gods, even though I've read the book, watched the TV show. Shadow. Yeah, Shadow Moon in American Gods, which, he's fantastic. But anyways, I'm with you. Crossfire looked really good. As soon as after that, I was like, okay, that's on my radar because I'm totally down for like a military, like single player, narrative driven military, like, shooter, all that kind of stuff. Like, I enjoy all that because the Call of Duty games, the single player, I'm always down for them. But I feel like lately they've kind of gotten so like outlandish, like they've Michael Bay'd themselves. It didn't hold me. To give you an example, I used to play those campaigns too because they were fun, romps. It's kind of like a summer blockbuster. You play that for 8 hours, you're good. And the last one didn't hook me. I stopped playing that game 3 hours in. It was just like, not doing it for me. So looking forward to those no longer is something that I would do. But looking at this, I was like, oh yeah, that could fill that spot, right? So Crossfire looking very interesting. Agreed.
Definitely going to check that out as soon as more stuff from that comes out because I want to understand that cover system.
So I think we're going to have to go faster through some of these.
Let's go faster. Control Resonant.
Yeah.
We saw Control Resonant again a bunch of times this week.
We've seen it so many times.
It's good. It's perfect. Remedy, do your thing. There were a lot of previews. People who actually went to Summer Games Fest and sat down and actually got to play Control Resonant. Glowing previews so far. Very fun. The combat is very flexible and diverse, and it seems like it can tell it's made by Remedy, but it's a totally new direction because it's fully melee focused combat. So you don't expect Control, don't expect Jesse Faden style gameplay. It's going to be a unique thing, which is I'm very happy about.
And it comes out in September.
It's their first melee type. Melee combat game, so it's a first for Remedy. I'm very excited to see what they do because I fucking trust those guys.
Same.
Then one that kind of surprised me, we're getting a new Guild Wars. Guild Wars
I have to admit,
my first MMO. It's the first MMO I've ever played.
I didn't get to watch Summer Games Fest live, and then the fact that it was 3 because I was traveling, and then I'm like, oh shit, this thing is like 3 hours long. I don't think I'll ever because it's one of those. You have to watch it live. So I feel bad about Summer Games Fest because there were so many good things that was shown at the event, but due to the fact that I'm like, I don't think I'm going to find time to watch the entire 3 hours before we do our podcast. So I did the 40, like here's all the trailers, boom, boom, boom in a row, so I could watch all the trailers. I gotta admit, when Guild Wars 3 came up, I skipped.
I just skip. That's fine. That's the thing. It's like that one is for the MMO heads. It's like I don't think many people expected Guild Wars 3 to ever happen. So now,
I did
knowing
see
that it's going
surprised.
to happen, I love it. It's great for the MMO folks. Hey, let's hope this one is good. I might check it out again. I was again. Guild Wars 1 was my first MMO. I have a soft spot for it. I might check it out. It's okay. I don't know if I'm in an MMO phase, but we'll see. And then a fan favorite got announced, which I was very happy about. It's another one that made me say what, as in like a huge surprise within this E3 week, which was a Wolf Among Us 2. Like I didn't see it coming at all. I know there's a huge fan base for this game.
Well, you know,
so I'm kind of just happy.
Well, this game was supposed to come out in 2023.
No, I know, but I thought we were like never gonna get it, right? It was supposed to have died, and so now having it, like the reaction to it, like if you were listening to the SGF, like the in-house reaction, they
crazy.
Popped off for this. It was kind of crazy, and I bet it was because, like, I don't think a lot of us were expecting, Wolf Among Us to come back.
Well, again, I expected this many moons ago because we literally got the basically the art that shows the logo, the consoles that are the platforms that it's going to be available on, and it said 2023. Like because they've shown the Wolf Among Us 2 so many times, and I know that this has gone through development hell. That because they completely scrapped the Telltale engine, and they're doing it. I want to say in Unreal Engine 5. Now, that would make sense. And they also scrapped the development
story.
The development studio because so the original developers that did Dispatch, they were doing the Wolf Among Us 2. Well, they were doing the Wolf Among Us 2 specifically, and whoever owns, I guess, Skybound or whoever, I forget who actually has the Wolf Among Us 2, like who's
I think it's
publishing
Skybound.
it. I want to say I thought it was Skybound. I could be wrong on that. But anyways, it's gone through adventures.
Exactly. But it seems like,
and it's good to see that it's back and it's getting a 2027 launch window. So like, hey,
and we're getting the remaster of the first game, which is great for people like me who haven't actually checked it out. But we've heard great things about that game, never played it. So I might check it out this holiday.
Was fantastic. I love the Fable comics. Like the Fable comics are just they're so interesting and weird, and the art style of those comics were amazing. I was Wolf Among Us all timer in terms of like the Telltale games. Like you could argue The Walking Dead for the first season, the Wolf Among Us, and I would throw Batman in there as well. Like those were three
I've
of
heard
like
good things about
the
their
top
Batman
in
game.
terms of Telltale. But it was. I'm with you. It was really cool to see that this is not dead.
Yeah, exactly. And we got a confirmation it's alive, and we're gonna get it at some point.
Yep.
So that's good. Stellar Blade Blood Rain. No, not that Blood Rain. Comes out eventually for all the consoles and platforms apparently. So it's a new Stellar Blade.
Not on my radar. I know.
I mean, I definitely think this could be on my radar. I have not played the first Stellar Blade yet.
No.
I hear the combat is fun. I'll check it out at some point.
That was the one that was only on PlayStation, correct? They made it a console exclusive. Yeah. And they dropped the console exclusivity for this one. Yeah.
So now I think it's coming out to everything, and it looks fun in the terms of like if a lot of people really sung the praises of the first one's combat. So we'll see how this one does, and then we closed out on that classic that people were not expecting. Wait, what?
You missed.
I missed. What did I miss? I just put the ones I got excited about.
I know exactly. So. I'm like, wait a sec here. You missed a couple.
What did I miss from Summer's Games Fest
that I thought were pretty exciting? Number one, and it's a game that I never played, even though, again, I'm an old school fighting game head, but Virtua Fighter Crossroads.
Oh, Virtua Fighter. Yes,
it looked so cool because I am a sucker for like any move, like any fighting, like boxing or kickboxing or any movie that we get the story of the guy or the gal that they suck. They get bullied.
Oh, the
and
hero's
beat
journey.
Up, and
the martial arts hero journey.
I'm a sucker for the hero's journey, and I'm a sucker for the training montages and all of those things. And so like, I was like, what is it? This is Virtua Fighter? Like, this is so cool. Like, I hats off to them. Like, the fact that, you know, because right now fighting games, they're at a peak level that they probably haven't been since like the 90s. You know, like the fighting game community is huge right now. There's so many amazing fighting games out there. Like the fighting game community is eating great right now. And then for them to put this style of game out where it's like it's like a story driven like fighting game. I was down. I thought it was cool. Star Wars Zero Company. I am not an XCOM style person.
I missed that one. I must have missed that one. I've heard people talk about the tactics style Star Wars game, and I completely don't remember it. So I must have zoned out. I don't.
I'm not. That's not my type of game. But I thought it was very interesting, and it's like they had the little Anakin Skywalker tease. Thought that was great. And although the trailer did not grab me, neither one of these trailers really grabbed me. But I'm very intrigued by them, and that is 1666 Amsterdam.
Yes, a lot of people talking about that game.
I downloaded the demo. I have not played it yet.
There's a demo?
There's a demo on Steam right now. It's like a 30-minute. It's a prologue to the game.
There it is.
And this one, it's been in development in some form for roughly 16 years, which is absolutely wild. It's one of the main people that created Assassin's Creed 1.
I've heard about that.
This is like his baby. He's been trying to do this forever, and Ubisoft like blocked him for years from making this game. So I thought it was a really cool looking game, and obviously the story is also interesting because it does have like the whole like Assassin's Creed thing where you're in 1666 and then you're also in present day, and it's all about witchcraft and everything. So it looked cool.
Okay.
The Blood of Dawnwalker. I need to see a more fleshed out trailer. The story looks the story elements looks very interesting to me. The fact that this game releases on September 3rd of this year, and it's all about vampires, and you know, it's an open world dark fantasy action RPG set in 14th century Europe.
You literally lost me. That's why I zoned out and don't remember this game.
You're like, wait, what is it saying?
Open world fantasy medieval.
You're like, I can't do this.
Not again, dude. Not again.
They actually put a 13 and a half minute gameplay trailer out, so I'm gonna have to go.
Oh, there you go.
I'm gonna have to go look.
Go check that out. Report back.
Yeah, it does look interesting to me. It's published by Bandai Namco, and then the devs are Rebel Wolves, but yeah, it looks interesting. Okay, cool. So that was it. Now carry on back into the closer
SGF,
of the show.
No, the closer. I mean, are you excited for this?
I am excited for Final Fantasy VII Revelation solely due to the fact that I loved. What was the first one called? Is it remake? Yeah, okay. I was about to say, was it just
Final
remake?
Fantasy VII remake.
Because it was remake,
and then
Rebirth,
and now Revelation.
I absolutely loved. I did not finish remake. I've got to finish it, but I think I probably played like about 25 or so hours. Really enjoyed it. Thought it was a beautiful game. The main reason why I'm excited about this is I'm like, okay, cool. Now I can.
Now we got the whole thing.
Yeah, I got the whole thing. I think it looked fantastic. I never beat Final Fantasy VII as a kid. I only got to the second disc, and that was it. I honestly, I may have been like, you know, such a I don't know, like I remember finishing the first disc.
Did you get to disc 4? Did you get to disc 4 or disc 3 or whatever? The last disc. Did you get to the last disc?
No, that's what I'm
then
saying.
There you go. Then you got to get to the last disc.
I know. I didn't
Still
get to the last.
Still a lot of game for you to play, Justin.
Well,
the game was 100 hours long.
I know. I was like, damn, I just finished the first disc and this game was so long.
I told you that was the game that I originally bought my PS1 to play. Was Final Fantasy VII, remember?
You've got the disc. And you remember.
Yeah.
Did I send you the picture?
The picture? Of what?
Oh my God! Did I not send you this
What do
picture?
you have? What did you send? You didn't send me anything.
I have my original.
Oh, I think you did send me a picture of your copy. Yes. You
I
have the
found it
non-platinum original version, right?
Yeah. The original.
I have the cheap platinum version, but fuck it, it's great.
I got that original.
No, but yeah, that was the game I got my PS1 to play. I'm a huge fan of Final Fantasy VII. I tried to play the remake, but it was a God of War situation. I don't know, for whatever reason, it just
didn't.
I wasn't able to stick with it. I didn't have that. I didn't have that wonderful feeling that I have now, which is a yearn to go play God of War, because I wanted to know what's next. I don't want, you know what I mean? That yearning to go back. That's what I had with Final Fantasy VII originally, but it's not happening with the remake. And I've tried to start it 2 times. I think for me now, this is a time and place thing. So I just need to try it later in my life. Hey. And now that I'm going to have all 3 games available, and they're probably going to do a collection, there's probably going to be a super easy way for me to, at one point, just buy all 3 of them in my PlayStation 8. And then maybe, and I'll play them at some point. But like right now, for some reason, it just didn't stick with me. So even though I liked this, I liked what I saw of Final Fantasy VII Revelation. It was great. The trailer that they showed was great. I saw a lot of things that looked fun.
Yeah.
It didn't get my motor running, if you know what I'm saying. So like, it's okay. I'm glad it's there for the people. I will be one of those people maybe someday, but probably I'm going to be that annoying guy who never plays it until I play it, all of them in a row. You know, I didn't have to wait the 7 years everybody had to wait in between.
It's glorious.
But I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
Waiting for your favorite TV show, all the seasons to come out. You're like, hey,
I
didn't watch Game of Thrones when it originally aired, but damn, I had a lot of fun when I watched 9 seasons
you watched everything.
in weekend.
And I wasn't even someone who was like, there were people who actually held that position who said like, I'm not going to play the Final Fantasy remake and Rebirth. I'm going to wait for them to finish and then going to like, so that I could play it like I played the original, kind of like in that mindset.
Yeah.
I was never even in that mindset. You know what I mean? I didn't give a shit about that. I tried remake. It's just that, I kind of wish that it would get its hooks in me and that I would make me be like, oh, this is the only game I want to play for the next 2
got
weeks.
its
You know what I'm saying?
me,
Like,
but my
how
hooks are,
like
they're
when
always,
did you feel that? Like at what point did you feel that? Immediately. For some reason. Is it because I know that story? Like, because so far in the beginning of the game, the game behaves differently than from the original, sure, but it's still the same story beats in a way. And so like, is it because of that? I don't know, man. I just
have a much better
can't tell
memory
you.
than I do, because I remember certain elements of Final Fantasy VII,
I've replayed Final Fantasy VII multiple times. So like but besides playing it as a kid, I have throughout my life replayed Final Fantasy VII probably 3 times. So like that game is here, you know, and
it's not that way for me.
Yeah. I don't know why I can't get into it. I don't know. Maybe one day.
Okay, well,
do you want to get into real quick into the Xbox showcase?
Well, tell me. We got to score. What was Summer Game Fest?
Oh, you want to score for Summer Games Fest?
Listen, so just to recap, PlayStation State of Play was a 10 out of 10 for you. It was a 9 out of 10 for me.
Then for Summer Games Fest, I would call it very good, and I would say that this, with everything, is a solid 8 out of 10 for me. 8 out of 10. A lot of stuff that I don't care about. I'm sorry. It's okay. That's how it goes. So I would say with the ones that hit for me, which there's a lot, maybe even a 9 out of 10. No, 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10.
I almost have to recuse myself because I didn't watch the actual show in its entirety. But just based off of what was shown alone, I'm going to give it a 8 out of 10.
Because there
was
solid.
The fact that Resident Evil Veronica was there,
last year.
Banger.
Yeah. But very good. Hey, Jeff. You good?
Hats off.
We're good. You fucking nailed it. Good job.
I mean, hey, Hideo's not replying to you on Twitter.
Did you see what happened today? Did you see what happened today?
I did not see what happened.
Have you been aware of the breakup?
I've been following Jeff, like subtweeting all of his tweets and like just like with wave emojis and gifs.
But then today, Hideo posted a video where it's just someone filming, and then suddenly like 2 people come into frame, and it's Jeff and Kojima just like hugging. And,
oh wow.
And then everybody is just like, oh my God, they made up. So the breakup saga is over, Justin. I'll send you the tweets in a bit.
That is hilarious. Oh, is it this
fucking
OD knock? No, it's not that.
OD, huh?
Oh, and then, I see Jeff. It's good to be back home celebrating Summer Games Fest, and he's cheersing to Hideo. Oh yeah, they're in so many pictures. Okay, this is great.
There you go. They've met up. They've made up. I just
dad,
love that,
like,
mom and dad are happy again. Everything's good.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, we do have to rush through this one, unfortunately, because I've got to go.
But first, what's the first thing you want to talk about from the Xbox showcase, Justin? Hit me with it.
Oh,
you know what it is.
The only thing that I wanted to talk about.
No. The first thing you want to talk about. The first thing. Come on. What do they show?
Haley Atwell.
No. What do they show? For you, especially they made it for you, and they.
Oh no? Well, no. That's what I'm saying.
State of Decay.
That's what I was saying. That's the only thing.
That's the only thing you want to talk about? Okay.
Well, no, it's not
cool.
It's not the only thing that I want to talk about. But I'm so thankful that State of Decay 3 was shown.
The game is alive, baby. The game is alive.
The game is alive. In my opinion, the game is looking absolutely fantastic. The way that they showed the game it's like, the developers are able to manipulate the camera angles that they capture stuff with. And so they were showing it from this behind the character camera angles to make it more cinematic, but it was all gameplay. Like everything that we saw with like the characters running, like the characters
I don't doubt it one bit.
Epic ass moment where there's like the squad of 4 people, and one dude's like up on a building and he's like shooting down from the top of the building. The other 3 are like on the ground level. The game looks fucking amazing. Like it could not look better to me, in terms of like, it doesn't stray. It's not like reinventing the wheel. It's just like, hey, here's a better looking wheel. It looks extremely polished,
with a couple extras, maybe.
Yeah.
Now, you know what I mean? We'll do some funky stuff.
The fact that it's in here, I'll let me go find the tweet that I sent to my mom, because I was, my mom is the biggest State of Decay 3 or State of Decay fan. She's bigger than me, but so this is just a breakdown, and then I'll get off State of Decay, because we can talk more about State of Decay 3 later.
I know.
Shared world co-op, up to 4 players in a persistent world. It's the shared system from Grounded, because that is something that they've talked about, is like the Xbox studios have been helping one another in terms of like integrating things, like features and mechanics that work well in certain games, and the Grounded team has helped the State of Decay team with that. Untethered multiplayer. Thank God. You can play together or split up freely while progressing shared goals. There's an alpha that's happening right now, so that's great. You can now have multiple settlements, so you can claim and manage up to 3 bases at once. Fucking amazing. And the fact that
especially if that map is big. If that map is big, that's going to be super useful.
4 times bigger. 4 times. They basically said you can fit 3, I think, of the State of Decay 2 maps into 1 map. Like, the map is freaking huge.
And I wonder this fucking game has been taking this long.
Yeah, which I didn't see this bullet point. Much larger map, 4 times bigger than a State of Decay 2 map, fully open from the start, which is cool. They have this new thing. They're called plague nests. They're evolving dynamic zombie hubs with different personas and raid style challenges.
Fuck yes!
Yeah, the plague
dungeons, baby. They're putting dungeon in this game.
Basically.
Oh, that's great.
You've got improved combat, dual melee attacks, quick plus of power, better dodging, more varied zombies, weapon crafting, which is that. Yes, please, weapon crafting.
Wait. What kind of what are we talking? Are we talking Dead Rising weapon crafting, or are we just talking like I can make a shotgun?
I don't know if it's going to be quite on the level of Dead Rising, but I would say that it's going to be somewhat closer to Dead Rising than Resident Evil, where you're like adding little scopes
bits and pieces.
Like,
Okay.
Because let me see if there's I saw a machete covered in blades in the new trailer. Please tell me I can make that too. So maker culture is a concept we've held in our hearts for several years now. This concept impacts many facets of our art and our perspectives on what players will remake, reuse, upcycle, and renew. In State of Decay 2, one of the common weapons was the golf club, letting players get that fun head kill finisher. To support our new timeline, I'm reading all this. So you can see in the trailer, you've got a machete that's now got a serrated blade on it. Like the golf club example, all the machetes you can get from a hardware store are shattered. Now you can find altered weapons in the world that embody this maker culture concept. Let's see.
Can we make them ourselves as well?
That's what I'm
Trying to figure out. Okay.
As you upgrade your facilities, the visual fidelity, these maker culture moments add together, and then it just says blah, blah, blah. I think it's synced. I don't know. They didn't answer it. I feel like they hedged their bets. But that's one of those things.
But that's something that could be worked in. You know what I mean? Like this game is still going to live for a bit while it's being adapted to whatever happens to
State
it,
of
right?
Decay
We know that team is going to be paying attention.
So many amazing updates. Like
and it was supported for the longest time, so we know we can expect that from this studio.
I mean, they were supporting it up to 2024, I believe, which was 6 years after its release, with new content. Maybe even 2025 was the last content piece, but the game,
which is huge. It's fantastic.
The game looks stunning. Shout out to Undead Labs, and please let me and my mom.
Please let Justin in and his mom, because I mean, at least let them two in. I'm not even I'm not even a comparable fan like with these two guys. Just get them in. Jesus Christ, guys!
But hey, we need
emails open. You're
at least our third. We also have a fourth. So
do you think this is going to take over the co-op world? Because like the thing is, it compares like State of Decay 3 is getting talked upon by people more and more than I think State of Decay 2 ever did, and I think it's drawing a lot more attention. Do you think it's going to just kind of take over that co-op?
I think it'll have
corner of the world, because if it's 4-player co-op on like you said, like the what did you call it? Like where the untethered gameplay, and not only that, but like you get that progress whether you're solo or co-op.
Yes. Yep.
That is always the trickiest shit to figure out in games like this. And for me, if it's going to nail those, I think it might just, do you agree? Like it could take over the Twitch corner of people who love to play collab games together. This is a perfect game for that. Like I feel like this could just hit on a level that State of Decay 2 didn't. I feel like this could get there.
1,000%. Yeah, I think it's going to have its Helldivers 2 moment, where it basically kind of takes over the gaming community. Also, the fact that it's releasing day and date on PlayStation 5.
Exactly.
So like, it was only an Xbox and PC game, and I think that even though it's PC, like,
will there be crossplay? Do you know? Have they talked about crossplay? There will be crossplay.
As far as I know, it's all going to be crossplay.
That's wonderful.
They haven't. Let's see. Also available on Steam. I'm not sure if they've actually mentioned crossplay.
But it's probably like at this point, if you mention all that inter-studio help with the
full crossplay
there you go.
It's.
I feel like Xbox studios now have a certain list of like deliverables that they're kind of hitting for these multi-platform releases. Crossplay seems to be one of those. They're going hard for that. That's cool. Agreed. I mean, I'm very happy for you and your mom. I'm very happy because I definitely want to jump in, and I think we should fucking do a launch stream of us playing this fucking game on this channel. I think that would be a great idea.
100%.
So, think about that. Do you have anything else from the Xbox showcase you want to talk about, or?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I can just go through my list real quick, and then I want to hear yours as well, because I know there's at least two different things that are on your list. Haley Atwell as Isabel, the hero of Wraith Marsh, in Fable. I would have never guessed that we would have got a new Fable trailer that.
I mean, they would have to given us signs that the game is alive, because they've kind of been quiet ever since the last time they showed it off. People were starting to think, is this game going to get canceled? That's the state it was.
Well, I mean, I knew it had gotten delayed like just recently, so I was curious. That's like whenever they delayed it to 2027, I was like, will it show up at the showcase? And I would have never guessed that it would have shown up in such a badass way, because I think it,
and in a much different way than it was shown before.
I mean, it looks to me, it's coming together very nicely. The fact that it's Playground Games, I'm like, let them cook, because I mean they've been putting out 10 out of 10s for over a couple of decades now of racing games. So hey, let them spread their wings a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. If you have a talented crew, let them kind of do it, right? And see what they can come up with.
And I think that they're doing it. I think Fable, we're going to look back and we're going to say that it got the perfect amount of time to cook in development, because I think it's going to be an all-timer when it does release. Gears of War E-Day looks phenomenal. I'm so excited.
Sorry, it doesn't do it for me.
I know. That's I knew it wasn't on your list. So Gears of War E-Day, I'm excited to jump back into to Gears of War. I'm also a little bit disappointed because, unlike the majority of the Gears of War community, I actually liked, maybe dare I say loved, Gears of War 4 and 5. I thought that the storylines were very
I've heard of more people with your take. You're not the only one. I mean,
I feel like I'm in the minority though, because
yes, you are. But I've heard other people like you saying that they actually like those games.
5
and they're
left
in the
off
minority
on this,
as well. I don't understand.
It left on a crazy cliffhanger, so I'm like, we got to get back to Gears of War 6 at some point. But this is a nice diversion.
Yeah,
I
but
think.
Besides that,
I will say this. This is the equivalent of Naughty Dog giving us the Joel and Tommy story.
I see. Okay.
That's what this is. It's like it's how, Marcus and Dom and everybody came together. The Cole train, like how they because they were just dropped in, and it was so weird seeing Marcus Phoenix without like his gear on. Like he looked a little strange to me. It looked a little odd.
But still, with those weapons, that was odd. But okay.
I know. I agree.
The chunky ass weapons, but without the chunky armor, it doesn't look right, man. Put them in the chunky armor.
It does not look right without the chunky armor. Okay, my last two. Castlevania Belmont's Curse continues.
Yes, I forgot to put that here. It looks amazing. Let them cook. Yes.
Coming out this year. I want to say it's coming out.
Is it September 23rd? Is it September?
I think it's October 15th.
Ah, fantastic.
Yeah. October 15th. That game is looking so damn good.
It's post GTA. We're good.
Yeah.
Is it post GTA? No, GTA is November,
it's
right?
Pre. Yeah, it's pre.
It's pre. It's still pre, like all the other September folks. Okay.
There's going to be a lot of games that they've got September that they shift into October. There's no doubt about it. It would be stupid. There's nothing in October right now except for this and one other game. And then the surprise of the show to me, the absolute, maybe my favorite thing that was shown at Xbox Showcase outside of State of Decay 3 was Magicians: The Devil's Deal.
Oh, that looked interesting. The first-person magician game, right?
Yes. I was like,
that. I forgot to write that down. Yeah.
What is
that one
this?
Looked
I was
interesting.
like, it looks so cool. It reminded me so much of whenever I first saw BioShock trailers back in ye olden days. Of where I'm like,
I see what you mean. It's got that interesting, that intriguing, like,
yes,
I don't know, like idea behind it.
Yes. It's the idea behind it looked very intriguing. Like
it has a lot of potential.
Cool.
Like
yes,
yeah, the whole premise just has a lot of potential if they're creative about it, right? So definitely looked interesting. I forgot about the name of that one. Yeah, Magicians. What was it?
The Devil's Deal.
The Devil's Deal. Okay,
a narrative-driven first-person action game set in the twisted realms of Theaterland, a nightmarish reimagining of Victorian London. And it's dropping next year on Game Pass and all that kind of stuff. So
yeah, that's good. I'm very curious about that one for sure. It looked good.
So tell me, I know what was on top on your list. So.
We're gonna do very fast fire. Persona 4 Revival got shown. That's fantastic. I've never played Persona 4. You know me now. I'm a huge Persona fan. Played the third one. I'm gonna play this one. No holds barred. I'm gonna get that one. Fantastic. Thank you for showing it to me, Atlas. And then we got fucking Persona 6 confirmed. That was just good. Like we knew that game was coming. It was leaked. The characters were leaked recently as well. And they were asking people to delete those. So immediately we knew, okay, that those are real. So like we knew this game existed. It's just fun to have like something. So them just acknowledging it. We're probably going to wait. I don't think they gave us a date, did they? No, I think this one is probably still in the making.
No, I don't think they.
We're not going to get this one any soon. Then I have to talk about this one. I'm a huge fan of this one. I was very happy to see this one. Crazy Taxi World Tour. Let me tell you, Justin, if there was one trailer that did it absolutely right, it was the Crazy Taxi one. They started off immediately right. They started off with the right music track. They showed exactly what they needed to show. They showed a bunch of goofy ass fucking mini games. I was like, this is it. This is what we want. This is perfect. Like, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. This is what we wanted. We just wanted Crazy Taxi. And it looks amazing. It looks very fun, very vibrant. And apparently we're going to go to other places in the world. Dude, it sounds like a fun ass video game.
Yeah.
I love that. That's what Crazy Taxi is. I mean, I remember playing Crazy Taxi in increments of 5 minutes. Like it was an arcade, but at home. Like that's how you played Crazy Taxi. I'm going to play 5 minutes. I'm going to do my best. And then you're going to do 5 minutes. And then whoever gets the most points wins. Like we did that at home all the time on the Dreamcast. So like having a arcadey Crazy Taxi game to play in 2027 or whenever this comes out. This is like the world healing to me. This is fantastic. Welcome back, video games.
I'm glad you got all of that out. Do not go look at the discourse online.
What's happening? Is it woke?
No.
Are they calling the Crazy Taxi woke? Is that it?
Exactly. It's too woke. No,
fuck them. I don't care.
No, don't go.
Is
look.
it the same crowd?
No,
Fuck them, I don't care.
No, it's the generative AI crowd.
Oh, it has generative AI. They're gonna get rid of it if they want to sell the video game. It's fine.
Yeah.
They already had we already had a news that I had already a news article that I read today about some other game who already had to come out and like remove all the generative AI assets that they had because of this similar situation where they showed off the game. Oh, fantastic. Oops, generative AI assets. Oops, we're taking all that back. Don't worry. So it's probably gonna happen.
The only thing to me, I'm with you. Like Crazy Taxi, oh my God, it was that to me. It was a system seller for the Dreamcast back in the day because it's oh, you can play
check
the
this
game.
shit out.
Yeah, it was the visuals were amazing, but I will say the biggest, and it's not necessarily a negative, but I feel like this should have never been shown. I feel like this should have been shown in the instance of, and it's available now.
Oh, that would kill it. That would, we would blow up because
dropping this,
that would be
it's
shadow drop.
It's 2027.
Yeah, but here's the thing: is that we've been kind of ever since Sega announced this whole old games initiative. It's been too long. That's the thing. It's been too long. They had to show something by now, or else everybody would assume with the state of the industry now that
they already forgot about this,
Crazy Taxi Jet Set Radio remakes were going to get canceled, right? I believe they're just kind of giving us, hey, proof of life. We're still here. What we promised is still coming, right? And we got Shinobi. That's cool. Shinobi was great. They're great for them. Crazy Taxi now coming. Liz, if they deliver on that premise, I think this will do very well for them because I think the world is ready for more video games that don't need to sell 80 million copies, that don't have a story, that just are fun. Like, I think we're so ready for that again. And new Spyro. That brings me to new Spyro, right? It feels like the world is healing. We're getting fun video games back for the sake of it being fun.
From
like
Activision.
That Spyro game from Activision. That Spyro game looked like a Spyro game. It's not a reinvention of Spyro. It's not a gritty Spyro. It's just a classic Spyro game. Because that could have, you know what I'm saying? Like this is just that return to
Spyro's
form.
parents die in this game. And
Exactly.
he goes on a revenge tour.
Yeah, like no, it's just Spyro, right? I'm super glad for those two specifically. I feel like those two are a little bit of a we're old. It's a little bit of nostalgia. We're getting new games from these franchises, but hey, you know what? I'm happy about that.
Cool.
Maybe I am the target audience. You are
the target audience, but I would say that it's time for some of these games to come back. I think that the Gen Z folks and Gen Alpha folks are they're down for this.
Everybody's clamoring for we need the big AAA whatever story driven huge stories voice acted with great talent and those are cool. Don't get me wrong. We were just fucking spelling out so much shit about how good God of War is, right? But at the same time, the world needs both. We need just video games as well that are just fun to play, like to come back. And this is great to see. This is definitely in that vein. Two other quick mentions I have. One is a new thing that I've never heard of before, which looked just super interesting, which is called Vivarium. If you have not checked that out, I would recommend you just go check out that trailer. It's completely a vibes trailer, but it captured me. Just looking at that world interested me, and the vivarium idea of you living inside that little vivarium. I don't know. I feel like that is one of those games that's going to flip it on you. Where you're going to start small, but it's going to flip the world on you. I feel like that's what we can expect. But anyway, I was just very curious. It looked very cozy, very, very unique. So I'm keeping an eye on that one. And then we got to see Clockwork Revolution again for a little bit. And if you remember Clockwork Revolution, it was that very BioShocky vibes game that we've been kind of seeing for the last few years.
Yeah.
I didn't like what I saw this time. I feel like this game has kind of been in development hell. And I feel like what we got to see this year has been whatever's been happening in that studio that's kind of changed how they are kind of addressing this game. I don't know. The vibe of this trailer fared very, very different from what I wanted out of this game, at least personally. So this trailer did not do... here's what I'll tell you. The idea I had from this game from before was BioShock.
Yes.
Straight up BioShock Infinite or vibes, right?
Yeah.
And now it's screaming Borderlands. And to me, that's a huge shift. It's not what I expected. And it didn't do it for me. So I'm kind of turning sour on this game.
I did not write it down on my list. So I did not do it.
There you go. And I was excited to see this. I was. Remember, I've talked about this before. This game looked super interesting to me. To me, they screwed the pooch with this one. Just that whole Borderlands style dialogue and vibe and characters. I was like, that's not what I was expecting out of this. And I feel like it ruins what the whole atmosphere you were building. So and apparently now that you're kind of feeling the same,
it did not hit for me. I mean, I was. Yeah, no, it didn't do it for me. I'm like, I'm still more interested in seeing what Ken Levine does with Judas, but this was on my radar at one point because I'm with you. I'm like, same. Oh shit, we got the BioShock.
And all they
vibes.
showed before, if you remember, were these little vignettes of things happening in that world, and it looked very BioShocky. This was totally different.
I agree. No, I agree. I mean, that's why I think that Magician's the Devil's Deal to me, that is, again, it's not, it does give me some BioShock Dishonored vibes. And just the whole, the world. That was the thing. The BioShock world building, amazing.
That's a big part of it.
Yeah, and Clockwork is not doing it for me as much anymore.
It feels like
as
it's losing
originally.
the thread. It feels like they're just kind of slowly losing the thread. And maybe it is because it's been in development for so long. We don't really know. Maybe they can get it back. This was not it, at least for me personally.
No, I agree. So, okay. That being said.
Oh, and then Nintendo Direct. Zelda Ocarina of Time Remaster. Yay! Kingdom Hearts 4. Nah, who cares? Good for you guys who are fans, I guess.
I'm glad that it exists for all those people
that's really it. I'm like, I saw the Keyblade and I was like, oh, these guys are going to be happy. That's cool for them.
That is cool for them. So back to the Xbox showcase.
Wait, are we? What do you still have more?
No. What do you?
That was it for me. I didn't write anything else down.
No, we rated the state of play. We rated
rating.
The Summer Games Fest. Yeah.
So for me, again, because of the Persona angle here, I might skew a little bit higher. State of Decay 3, very excited about that.
Yeah.
And again, I spoke about Crazy Taxi and Vivarium being two little gems that I'm kind of...
Spyro.
So I would say, for me, personally, it could come closer to a 9 out of 10 just because of the Personas. I'm sorry. I'm a huge mark. For it. And I got 2 in 1. You know what I mean? I got 2 in 1.
Why are you over here apologizing?
Yeah,
you gotta
just
own
saying.
That.
It might not make sense. It might not make sense for people if because the Summer Games Fest block was so good and so full of huge releases. But these are more personal to me. So yeah, I'll do it a 9. I'll do a 9 out of 10 for the Xbox One. Surprisingly, a 9 out of 10.
I know exactly because you're not a big Xbox console gamer or anything like that. But
I like a lot of the studios that they now own, but you know what I mean. That's because they bought them, not because it was them. But no, yeah, I mean, I did not come into it expecting great things nor bad things. I came at it with no expectations, and I was pleasantly surprised seeing State of Decay 3 a little bit more. That was cool. Yeah. And then Personas, and was not expecting Crazy Taxi, so there's a lot of good stuff coming out from a thing that I didn't have a lot of expectations for. So hey, they did good. They did a good job. And they showed off that fucking cool. I mean, I don't care about it. I'm not going to buy it, but the fucking transparent Xbox, transparent fucking consoles are back. Yeah, right. Dude. Yeah, that looks great. Hey, for whoever buys that one, that's going to look cool as hell, man. Mm-hmm. You got to hand it to them. That controller looks sick.
Yeah, I want the controller.
It's a great thing. Yeah, I would get the controller as well. 100%.
Yeah, I'd buy the controller for sure. Yeah, I'm
9 out of 10. What about you?
9 out of 10. It was easy peasy. Yeah. I mean, I could go as high as a 10 out of 10, but I feel like it was missing. It was missing that one more thing at the end. Ending on like the Call of Duty, which I understand they end on Call of Duty every year. That's fine, whatever. I don't care. But like, it was missing.
You wanted a one more thing after the Call of Duty. We deserve the one more thing after the Call of Duty. I just wanted spicy little thing that we would not expect. Yeah.
There was nothing in this outside of, again, the Magician's the Devil's Deal in terms of a game I've never heard of. There wasn't a whole lot of things that we had all not already heard of or knew was coming. But everything they showed off. I'm not a Doom player. But that trailer looked fucking sick.
I mean, that's like, Doom in the Dark Ages, man. It always looks sick, right? That's the thing. Yeah. That game's fun to play. I got no candle to hold to it. It's like, it looked amazing. That's the thing. That spear, that alone is enough for anybody who liked that game to jump right back in. They're doing it right. They're doing it right.
Agreed. Yeah. So everything they showed off, I'm very excited. Like if I had to, you were saying like, what would be your out of everything that has been shown across all of the major showcases?
Your top three. Give me your top three.
Yeah, my top three would be God of War Laufey. One that's number one. State of Decay 3 is number 2, and I think I'm gonna go with my number 3. Probably being either that Magician's the Devil's Deal or it's like a toss-up between that, Resident Evil Veronica, Marvel's Wolverine, Fable, and Crossfire. I mean, I have so many that I can.
Boys.
Yeah. There's so many, but 9 out of 10 for Xbox Game Showcase. Fantastic showcase. I thought they crushed it. They've been on a nice I think 4-year streak of really doing very nice summer E3 showcases. So yeah, I had a lot of fun. This was a fantastic time hanging out with all of my favorite video game studios and companies and seeing what they've been working on. I enjoyed it. I think it's the best.
Same.
Like we said up front, I think it's the best E3 week that we've gotten since E3 ended. And
I mean, I mean, we got. It's a crazy one. It's we would consider a crazy one with the type of titles that got announced. To be honest with you,
I agree.
It's one for the books.
It is one for the books. Well, Andre,
that we have to wrap it up. Exactly.
We got to wrap it up. It was a
spoken
fantastic
for 2 more hours about all this shit. That's so easy.
We did the 2 hours and 12 minutes. This is the longest podcast we've done in a minute.
Jesus.
But, it was a joy.
But it was a big
treat.
week, so as always.
Yes.
And thank you everybody as well for watching and for listening and for us, for bearing with us, yapping your ear off about all these things. But it was a great week. As Justin just said, it was a great E3 week, and we cannot wait for next year to see if they can top this. Kind of hard. We'll see.
I don't know. But it's going to be a lot.
It's going to be a lot, but hey, maybe by then we've played a couple of these games, including Laufey, and be very happy to talk about that. With that, that's been episode 7. Thank you everybody for watching, for listening, and press the buttons, subscribe the YouTube channel, go to Spotify, do all the things. Yeah, if you like the video, that's cool, because then it just hopefully YouTube just pushes this episode up to more people, and who knows, more people might like these two goofballs just talking. Yes. So for that, just do the things. Thank you. We appreciate it. And we'll catch you here again in 2 weeks' time. But until then, I'm going to go back to playing God of War. Bye-bye.
I'm going to go to work.